What is going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another Bring the Juice Colts podcast live stream. Thank you all so much for tuning in. It is week 2 of NFL action, and the Indianapolis Colts are on the road to take on the Green Bay Packers. Of course, I'm joined with my guy, Matt, from Inside the Horseshoe Podcast. Matt, how you doing, my friend?
Doing pretty good. It's been a pretty good weekend so far. Yesterday went pretty well.
I got to imagine, given the fact that, your team put an absolute whooping on Purdue.
Yeah, I wanted to see a response, and they responded. I was only upset about two things. One, DJ Carr didn't throw a pass because I wanted to see him throw one pass. The other, they didn't score 69. Just give me 69.
I mean, you know what? And you know what? I do get mad at the fact that your team just for some reason can never put it together for a full 12 games. Like, you guys beat good teams, but yet somehow, some way, that one team that has no business being on the field with y'all just always seems to bite you. I don't get it.
It doesn't matter if it's Freeman, Kelly, Charlie Weiss, Ty Willingham. It doesn't matter who's the head coach. We can't dominate against MAC teams. We struggle against MAC teams. I went to the Ball State Notre Dame game. They struggled against Ball State. It's always
what it is MAC about teams. The MAC, maybe.
And now they're playing another MAC team next weekend. And it's at Notre Dame. So they'll probably lose that game.
At least you got the win, man. But hey, listen, I didn't have a game this weekend for the Buckeyes. They're on a bye. So, just chilling this week, and I only have my Colts to deal with. But first, want to say, guys, again, this stream is powered by BetUS. Make sure you guys check them out. They're the best sports book in the industry right now, guys. Be sure to like the stream wherever you're watching it. It helps it get out to more people. It helps the algorithm. So wherever you're watching it, whether it's on X or it's on YouTube, please come over and do so. And be sure to subscribe, guys, if you haven't already. I placed this thing on subscriber-only chat. So it only takes one little click. All you got to do is hit that little subscribe button at the bottom of the screen there. So make sure that you guys go and do that, and you'll be able to chat in the chat as much as you guys would like. Would greatly appreciate that as well. We're on track to try to hit over 19,000 subscribers. Let's do it today, guys. Yeah. Only about 30 more. So please help me out. But guys, Hunter Peterson with the first super chat of the day, $5 super chat, hoping for a win today. Already a better weekend than last. Go Colts and Irish. I'm sure this guy over here agrees with you, Hunter.
I had to take off work because of how the weekend went. Not just Saturday, but Sunday.
I
took off work. I called. I said, I'm sick. Mentally, I was. It was not.
Mentally, I was in a whole other place.
I paid money to go see it happen live.
Ugh, that's rough.
I saw Marshall live. I saw Cincinnati live. I saw Northern Illinois live.
Maybe we just need to have you stop going to games.
Hey, I went to Clemson in 2022 when they beat number 4 Clemson. I went there. I went to the North Carolina game where Kyron Williams had that run where he was running to the right. He had all these, North Carolina defensive linemen. He bounced off them, runs all the way around, and got that 90-some yard touchdown. They usually show it on TV once a year because it was a great run.
All right. Well, Hunter, thank you so much for the super chats. Very much appreciated. Again, guys, be sure to like the stream, comment, and subscribe. Want to get to a couple more things here, though, guys. Want to say we are a part of the Roundtable Sports Network. I'm going to play this so you guys can know where you guys can find us.
Roundtable Sports Network brings you NFL divisional debate coverage on a weekly basis from your favorite content creators across YouTube, featuring the AFC East Roundtable live Monday and Wednesday evenings, the AFC South Roundtable live Tuesdays at 7 p.m. EST, the NFC South Roundtable live Tuesdays at 7 p.m. EST, the NFC West Roundtable live Tuesdays at 9 p.m. EST, the AFC West Roundtable live Tuesdays at 9 p.m. EST, the NFC North Roundtable live Wednesdays at 6 p.m. EST, The AFC North Roundtable live Wednesdays at 6 p.m. EST. The NFC East Roundtable live Thursdays at 6 p.m. EST. Roundtable Sports. Real coverage from real fans.
That's right, guys. AFC South Roundtable on the Roundtable Sports Network every Tuesday at 7 p.m. EST. I go live with some of your favorite AFC South content creators on Roundtable Sports on the AFC South Roundtable. So I highly encourage you guys go there and tune into our live stream, guys, because last week really needed you guys. We've really been blowing it up recently. Just hit over 4,000 subscribers this week, and the subscriber counts have been popping off since the season started. Really could use your guys' help. So go and subscribe to the AFC South Roundtable today. Would greatly appreciate you guys doing that and helping us out over there. But also, again, guys, do want to say again, this stream is powered by BetUS. If you guys haven't already signed up, I highly encourage that you go do so. They have a new promo, actually. They actually have a promo of it's 150% on your first deposit and then a 125% sign-up bonus when you do the next one. So the next two, actually. So second and third. So you guys definitely need to make sure that you're checking it out. I'm actually going to bring this up right now so I can show you guys some of the lines for the Indianapolis Colts right now, and we can go ahead and look to see if some of these lines have changed since we did our bet on Wednesday. I'm pretty sure I took the over. I took the under, I think, and I even took the Colts to cover the spread of -3. But we'll go ahead and pull this up just once this thing decides it wants to go.
Now, do they have Alec Pierce over or under receiving numbers?
I did not get that. I did not get that from them, but we definitely could look to see if there's something there. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a fun day. I would say, honestly, guys, I would probably just take the over, to be completely honest with you.
I want to put money on Alec Pierce, but FanDuel won't do it. But I bet BetUS has it.
Absolutely.
Bet they do, which means they're better.
Just loading stuff in right now, guys. So I don't know.
Those bets.
Everything's so slow.
Everything's
so slow right now. But it actually, like the spread actually went down. So now it was a -3 on Wednesday. Now it's a -1 today. So so I mean, listen, guys, obviously BetUS is saying that this game is a 50-50 either way. So I mean, if you're trying to get some of these up here, man, I would say go right ahead and get this, because hey, you could hit some good odds right here. So again, guys, be sure to check out BetUS. The links, we'll have those for you guys, but make sure to use the promo code YouTube150. And that's how you guys can get a hold of this deal. Thank you guys so much for tuning in again. Again, guys, be sure to like the stream. Be sure to comment. Be sure to subscribe. If you subscribe, you can do it. Don't forget, don't think I forgot the bye-week breadstick mukbang, Derek. Okay. I'm not sure I remember that specifically, but okay.
We need it.
And
here's the thing.
I'll remember that for this next time.
You got to get as many breadsticks as
I actually did have
avocado would prior to his weight loss. So get as many as Nikocado avocado. That's the same. Get as many as he would get prior to the weight loss, which is crazy. Hey, maybe we should just record 2 years worth of Colts content and then just come in with some crazy transformation one day.
Literally.
We should just do that. Pre-record live streams.
But again, guys, thank you so much again for tuning in. Thank you, guys. Shout out to all of you. Let's get those likes up, guys. Only 14 likes on the stream, guys. Come on. Let's get those up a little bit.
How
Let's
many of
go
you
ahead
are in
and
here?
hop into a few more things here. There is BTJ merch, guys. It's in the description. Actually, even on our YouTube channel as well. Also, if you guys want to get other Colts merch, be sure to check out the link in the description for the Roundtable Sports Network merch. There's some really good stuff over there for some Colts merch. Even if you don't want Colts merch, there's some AFC South merch on the channel as well over there. So check out the links in the description if you guys are interested in that. But let's go ahead here. Let's start this show off here, Matt, with the inactives for today.
That's cat messing with something.
Oh, I'm gonna give this guy a minute so that way he can get going.
This son of a bitch right here is trying to mess with things.
The cat that's hanging on for dear life doesn't want to be here.
Okay, go.
Hanging on to the shirt. Homie, what did they do to your chair? Matt, your cats destroyed your chair. Guys, can we get a zoom in on that chair? Can we get a zoom in on that chair, folks?
Yeah, that's what my cats did.
Thing.
They destroyed it. That's just slaughtered
it, dude.
They just slaughtered it. And you know what? It's okay. It's just a chair.
As long as you're okay with it.
It's still comfortable.
Let's go to the inactives here. First for the Indianapolis Colts, we have Jannard Avery as an inactive, who actually was funny because he was brought up to the active roster on Saturday on the off chance that Kwity Paye was not going to be ready. But that also means that Kwity Paye is active today. So great to see that. Julian Blackmon, an inactive. We knew that on Friday. Tanner Bortolini, Josh Downs will miss this game. They said it was 50-50 for him before today, but they said they wanted to be extra cautious and didn't want him to have any fear of that ankle before coming back. Sam Ellinger and Blake Freeland and Will Mallory are healthy scratches there as well. What'd you make of this this inactive list, Matt? That means that Kwity Paye and DeForest Buckner are both going to be playing in this game.
Yeah, I'll be honest, seeing Avery listed as an inactive did surprise me, just because normally when players are elevated from the practice squad to the active 53-man roster, I just assumed that somebody's going to be out, and I assumed Kwity Paye was going to be out. So that one was a surprise to see. Will Mallory, I don't remember what would have happened to him, if anything even happened to him, but that's kind of a surprise. Josh Downs, not too surprised. I was hoping he'd be good to go, but honestly, rest him. Like the next couple weeks, I think these are all winnable games with or without Josh Downs. So you don't have to play him. And then, I hope Blake Freeland's not hurt, but as long as he's healthy, it's always nice seeing Blake Freeland is inactive.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, obviously Josh Downs, like we said, I don't really want him to, be out there if he's not 100% sure that he's going to be healthy. Certainly don't want him to have a lingering issue in that foot, because, ankle sprains, they can last a long time if you're not careful with them. So yeah, do not let him go out there without being 100% ready. Again, guys, be sure to like the stream if you haven't already. Thank you, guys. Where did you get the Colts fan cave sign? I got it from a guy that was selling it at a county fair, actually, a few weeks back. So, so we move on, and we of course have to talk about Anthony Richardson. I mean, Matt, we saw last week 9 of 19, 212 yards throwing. Had those 2 touchdown passes to Alec Pierce and Ashton Doolin. And then, of course, also had 6 carries for 56 yards and a rushing touchdown in that as well. He put the NFL world on notice, at least from the fact that we know he's got a gunslinging arm. But, we look at it and say, there's a lot left there to still be desired. We have to remember that this is a guy that's only played in 5 career NFL games. what are you looking for Anthony Richardson in this game specifically?
I'm looking for him to complete those, 5 to 15-yard passes. I want to see him cut down on some of the overthrows that he had last week. Could have had a touchdown to Mitchell if he just didn't overthrow it and airmail it. But I'm just watching for things like that, making sure he fixes that up, cleans it up a little bit. And look, I don't need to see him throw it deep 500 times. But I know he's going to do it once or twice. And when he does, it's going to be a big play. Or at least there's going to be a real good chance that it ends up being a good play, depending on if, the receiver can hold on to it. So, yeah, I'm just looking for him to fix up some of the issues he had last week. And if he can, I think we'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'm looking for him to just be a little bit more accurate today. I know that obviously he's still got a lot more things to have to fix up. And, that's going to take time. And, it's certainly not going to get fixed in this game specifically, but would love to see him complete more around the 60% range and, be able to hit a few more of those easy passes. Like not every throw has to be, a bullet pass, right? I mean, you can have a little touch on your throws because your throws are going to sail either way with that arm that he has. So certainly hoping that we see a little bit better of an accurate Anthony Richardson. Definitely. But let's go ahead and move to another player here. Jonathan Taylor. Is this a bounce back game for Jonathan Taylor? He had 16 carries for 48 yards for the Indianapolis Colts week 1. Felt like he was doing an okay job running the football, but as far as, his overall lasting impact, he didn't really have one in that game against the Houston Texans. So, I mean, what do you think? Was it more of an offensive line issue, or do you think that this is a time where JT finally figures it out and has a little bit better of a game?
I think the issue was more Houston has a good defensive line, and Houston does a pretty good job when it comes to stopping the run. And I think also maybe Taylor had a little bit of rust, because he didn't play a whole lot in the preseason. Like he played in the first quarter and a half for a game or two. But I do expect him to bounce back. I was looking at the numbers for this past week, and Saquon was able to get 109 rushing yards against Green Bay. And Saquon's good. He's not as good as Jonathan Taylor. So I think Taylor can bounce back in this game. I think you can create opportunities against that defensive line. And I think both Taylor and Richardson should have pretty good days running the football.
Yeah, you're right in the fact that obviously the Eagles were able to do what they wanted against the Green Bay Packers, at least running the football wise. Yeah. And, the Colts are about the same when it comes to the Eagles. You got an athletic quarterback that can take it on his own and a freakish running back that can do whatever he wants. So, yeah, I do look for for the Indianapolis Colts to be able to figure it out offensively a little bit and get some things done. And they need it too, because obviously with Josh Downs missing and Anthony Richardson still trying to find his way, it's a very important thing to be able to have a running back that's reliable and consistent, especially with this offensive line as good as it is. So really hoping that we see Jonathan Taylor be a little bit more impactful in a way. I don't necessarily need him to have a 125, 150 yard game, but somewhere around 100 yards would I would love to be able to see him get somewhere near 100 yards and just be that guy that can help keep those drives moving. We need somebody that can keep these drives moving right now, because Anthony Richardson, I mean, he scores so dang quick that, I feel like it's important to be able to keep that offense on the field for an extended amount of time. So really hoping for that. All right, let's go ahead and keep moving here. All right. Talk about the next step in the offense right now. Which Colt weapon steps up today? Obviously, last week We saw that Alec Pierce was that one, had 3 catches for 125 yards and a touchdown, quite possibly his best game as a pro yet. But we saw not very much else happen the rest of the way. I mean, outside of Ashton Doolin making that one great catch, nothing else happened. Michael Pittman was practically a non-factor. Adonai Mitchell never quite got the ball. And the tight ends were practically useless. So, I mean, who steps up here today, Matt? I mean, who do you think is someone that's going to be able to help with moving this offense?
Besides Pierce, because I think Pierce is going to have another good game, because I don't think they're going to put their best corner on him. I think Michael Pittman's going to have a better game. And look, you're paying him like he's a number 1 receiver. He better. I don't want to see him average 30 yards a game. Like, he needs to step up, and I think he will. I think he'll have an opportunity against Green Bay. Alexander is a very good corner. I think Pittman can beat him a couple times. So I think Pittman's going to be the one that steps up.
Yeah, I would look forward to seeing Adonai Mitchell actually get involved a lot in this game, with Josh Downs being out one more time and seeing how many times he was open in the last week's game to try to get him involved again. I think the Colts are really going to try to do that, because you really need that from him in order to be able to. What's that sound?
It's a child that's in the hall, but I swear to God, it's a freaking fire truck with their sirens going on.
I was gonna say, like, I thought that was like coming from the other side of this wall.
Yeah,
I was like, what am I hearing right now? It's almost like it's wind.
It is over there. It's the hall.
My God, dude, that scared the crap out of me. Okay. Yeah, Adonai Mitchell, we get the point.
Yeah.
All right. Also, thank you to everybody that's tuning in. Over 400 of you watching on X and YouTube right now. Guys, be sure to like the stream. It helps it get out to more people. How many likes are we at right now? So we have over 118 people on YouTube right now. Only 31 likes. Guys, help me out here. Get these likes up. Go like the stream. It helps it get out to so many people. And again, if you guys want to chat in the chat, be sure to subscribe. We need your guys' help. We need your help. We want to hit over 19,000 subscribers today. We're less than 30 away. Can we do it today? Come on.
And chat. Listen. Not enough likes. It's ridiculous. Okay. It's absolutely ridiculous. I guarantee you there's a Green Bay Packers fan that has less subscribers than Bring the Juice, and they got more likes on their live stream right now. If you guys can get this stream to 100 likes, that child will shut the fuck up. So make sure you like the stream.
Okay. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, it's time, Matt, for the trivia question of the day. We always love putting Matt to the test with these, but if you guys haven't already seen, we do trivia questions every week here on the channel, and it's usually about the impending matchup. So we'll go ahead and hop right into it. So, and obviously, guys, whoever can chat in the chat, make sure you give me your answers as quickly as possible as well. All right, let's do this. So the Colts have won 4 of the last 5 games against the Green Bay Packers. When was the last Packers win? Was it A, 2004, B, 2016, or C, 2008? It's been like a tradition every 4 years since the turn of the century that they've faced the Indianapolis Colts. So go ahead, guys. Let me know. What are you thinking? 2004, 2008, 2016. What do you got, Matt? What are you thinking?
It's tough because, like, there's been years with Andrew Luck where he hasn't played, and I'm trying to think, was he out this year or no? I think he played in the game in 2016.
Pretty all over the place in the chat. Also, put your mic a little closer to you as well. having a little bit of time hard hearing you. It's pretty all over the place with the chat right now. So
yeah. So I can't remember if he played in 2016 or not, because if he did, they won that game. And I don't know how many times they played with Andrew Luck there. I'm gonna say 2000. I'm gonna go 2004.
2004. So A. Okay.
I'll go A.
Well, if you were the person that selected C 2008, you are correct. That was the last time that the Green Bay Packers beat the Indianapolis Colts, was in 2008 with a final score of 34-14. That's right. In 2004, the Colts beat the Packers 45-31. In 2012, the Colts beat the Packers 30-27. 2016, the Colts beat the Packers 31-26. And in their last meeting in 2020, the Colts beat the Packers in overtime 34-31.
Nice.
So, yep, 2008. If you guys got that one, you are correct. Man, that stumped a lot of people in the chat. I'm surprised. Yeah. I don't usually get a lot of that. So
I thought about 2008 because I was like, maybe this is the year where they just kind of stumble. I'm going to turn my mic up a little bit. See if that works better. Yeah, I went 2004. I was like, yeah, I don't know. I thought it was one of those years early on with Manning that wasn't all that great.
Yeah, I know, right? Give me 1 second, just making sure. And I got that all set up. Sweet. Got that. I can put that away. Thank you. All right. Let's go ahead and hop to the defensive side of things here, Matt, because that's where a lot of questions are going to be had in this game. Lots of new faces starting today, not even just on the Colts side. You're going to be facing a Jordan Loveless Green Bay Packers team. And you're going to have Malik Willis being the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers today. And Matt, I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you saw the tweet or not, but Malik Willis has not thrown a passing touchdown in his entire career in the NFL so far. I think he's played in like 5 or 6 games with the Titans and had not thrown a single passing touchdown, which is definitely a crazy thing to talk about. But the Colts are coming into this with a battered up defense. Obviously we talked about Juju Brents and we talked about Julian Blackmon being out. Kwity Paye and DeForest Buckner are not 100%. And you're going to be facing a team that has some good weapons, but they're going to be facing a quarterback that has not had a great start to his NFL career. Right. Who are you keeping an eye out for in this game?
Malik Willis is one, because it's not only his arm that he's going to use. He's going to use his legs. And Green Bay is going to have plays designed where Malik Willis will be able to run the ball. So he's definitely one I'm going to watch out for. The other is, I'll say Romeo Doubs. Romeo Doubs is a pretty solid receiver. He's a guy that I would take in Indianapolis. I think he is someone that can cause some problems because you don't look at him as that number one receiver. And I don't think NFL teams really focus in on him. They focus on like Watson or, like their tight ends. And that opens up opportunities for him. Or also Reed. Reed's another one. But he always seems to make plays. So, and also I do think that passing touchdown thing is going to change. I think Willis is going to have a passing touchdown in this game. Look at our corners. He'll have one. So, it was fun while it lasted, guys.
It's been a rough week if you are an Indianapolis Colts fan, because we saw how bad they looked on Sunday against the Texans, and part of that I was willing to let that slide a little bit because it's a Texans team that everyone knew was going to be good. but obviously just in the way they lost and the fact that I wasn't even mad about the secondary, honestly, Matt. I mean, I expected it, but I certainly did not expect us to give up 150 plus rushing yards to Joe Mixon in this game. And, that concerns me going into this one because, I mean, Josh Jacobs is coming in and he's still a really good running back.
Yes.
And, I think this time around, I mean, what do you think from a game plan standpoint is different? I mean, I know they're facing the worst quarterback probably in the league right now to be starting a game. So that obviously changes how you approach this game. But I mean, Green Bay still has a ton of weapons. Like, how do you approach this?
So it's tricky because, like I said, Malik Willis can run the football, and they're going to have plays where they're going to have RPOs. They're going to have options to where, Willis could hand it to Jacobs or he could take it himself. And then also they got multiple good receivers. It's a good room overall. I don't know how they do it. I think you have to force them to win with the passing game. So you have to do everything in your power to make sure Green Bay does not go off when they run the football. You have to. You can't let Josh Jacobs get 150 rushing yards. That's ridiculous. And here's the thing. Zaire Franklin has to play better too. Yeah. Like, he has to be a big part in stopping the run. And you have to make sure Malik Willis doesn't go off too running the football. I got to be careful with that. Don't allow over 200 rushing yards. Let's not do that this week. Let's not let them get 200 rushing yards.
Yep. And we'll get to that on who needs to play better for sure. It is definitely going to be interesting to see what the Colts do here, because it's very rare in today's NFL that you tell somebody like, hey, we need to make sure that they pass the ball rather than running it. Very rare that you see that in today's NFL. So hopefully the Colts have an answer for that. Would have felt a whole heck of a lot better about it had we not been as terrible defensively as we were to start last week. Again, guys, thank you to everybody that is tuning in right now. Thank you all so much. The subscriber count keeps going up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Guys, we have 57 likes and we have over 150 of you in here on YouTube right now. Like the stream. Let's get to 100 likes on this stream before kickoff. But thank you guys so much for tuning in still.
If you don't get it to 100 likes, you're going to hear screaming children throughout the entire
stream. And no breadstick stream either.
And you will not get a breadstick stream.
I'm counting on the people in this chat that understand what that means and telling people to subscribe.
Yes. Here's what you need to do, though, guys. Starting with this one, every single stream, like pregame stream or just play-by-play stream, that gets 100 likes, that is 100 breadsticks that Derek has to get for this mukbang.
So what do you think I am, dude?
Look, we're trying to get you the likes. We're going to try to get likes. So once we hit 100, he has to buy 100 breadsticks. So let's get this to 100. It has to be before the game kicks off, though. That's
everybody listen to what Cody's saying right now. Everyone smash the like button.
Get it to 100. If it's 100 once the game kicks off, then no. If it's before the game kicks off, then yes.
There we go.
We will get 100.
Everybody listen to that. And look at that. We've already gotten 13 new likes since then. So thank you guys.
So let's get it to 100.
I'm not buying you any breadsticks until the Colts win. Sorry, bro. Hey, well, I appreciate it, Paul. It's okay. Oh, man. All right. Like the stream or you will stomp your toe every morning you wake up. Isn't that the worst thing? No, the worst thing is when you're stretching and then you pull a hammy.
Oh, you want to know
those Charlie horses, dude, are the worst things ever.
The worst is when you sneeze and you pull every single muscle
in your body. Yes. When you have a sneeze that goes through your entire body and your central nervous system is just like, ugh, like what?
Yep. Now, imagine
feel
doing that while driving.
Ugh,
Now you're in pain
worse.
as you're
Now you have to
driving.
pay attention. Oh man. Okay, so yeah, so we talked a little bit more about the defense. Let's see here. So, I mean, you already kind of talked about Zaire Franklin, but who needs to step up today to, keep this team from being bad? Honestly, for me, I think it's just the entire safety room. Like they just need to not be bad.
I I'm gonna go with one of our defensive linemen, but more specifically, I'm gonna go Tyquan Lewis because he's
Tyquan
gonna
Lewis,
play a
huh?
good amount today, and I think if you get pressure on him and you force Willis to run around trying to find a man, he's going to make mistakes. This is not CJ Stroud, where Stroud could run around in a circle. There's a cat that just ran on the field. He's going to pet the cat. Oh, he's got to run again. And then he throws and he finds Tank Dell for a first down. Like, he's not that. Like, if you get pressure, Willis is going to make mistakes. He's either going to throw it away, he's going to throw a pick, or he's going to throw it and it's going to go behind the receiver and it's going to be incomplete. So
Stewart is paid $10 million to shut down the A gap. Come on, step up. Hey, I can
he
agree
did good
with
against
that.
the run last week. It's just every time he was out, they couldn't
Yeah,
stop
it was
the run.
every time he was out. It was it's the backup defensive linemen are terrible on this team. And you brought in Raekwon Davis
to
for
stop
that
the run.
exact purpose, and he didn't help at all.
No.
So yeah, I totally agree with you. All right, well, we're about 20 minutes away from the start of kickoff here. Let's go ahead and do the NFL schedule. We'll go ahead and how get 50 like buy breadsticks. Anyways, let's go ahead and go to the NFL schedule here. First things first. Oh yeah, so I might as well ask you because it's a hot topic everywhere. How do you feel about Tua and his decision not to retire? Do you feel like he should?
No, I don't like eating dogs. Oh, Tua. So if I was Tua, I personally would retire. If I was a family member, I would urge him to retire because he's had 4 concussions in 3 years, and they've all
like
looked
4
bad.
in the last 4, yeah.
Like I don't think he had one last year, but he had
no, he didn't have one last year, but he had one in 2021. He had 2 in 2022, and then
3.
didn't have one this last year. And now he had another one again.
I thought he got 3.
It was that,
or he got 2 in one
that
game.
he had. That was it was that 2 that he had in the same week.
Yeah,
because they didn't think he had one, and then he got hit again, and then and then people were debating on if he should have been if he should have retired then.
Right.
So,
and it's every single time he's gotten a concussion, it looks bad.
It looked worse than the others. Yeah.
Yeah, you just see his body is reacting in a way that I normally don't see with when Richardson got his concussion against Houston last year. Hopefully it doesn't happen in week 2 like it did last year. But when he got it, he looks fine. And look, at the end of the day, it's up to Tua. Tua's got to make that decision. But if I'm in Tua's position, I just got this big contract. I'm getting all was it 150 million guaranteed or something like that?
190 million guaranteed. So
yeah. So I'm getting all this money. It's guaranteed. I understand UFC, people getting hit in the head and stuff, but I think for him, he is smaller than those people that fight in the UFC. He's smaller than 90% of the NFL. Tua is a small man playing quarterback. We don't really see that reaction very often from those UFC fighters. We don't really see it from a lot of people. It doesn't really happen. Now we have, and we've seen worse too, but
And on top of it, like, yeah, people deal with that all the time, but we're not talking about like Tua as of now. We're trying to think of the Tua 10 years from now, 20 years from now. Like, does he does he decide that 20 years from now his brain starts telling him to start doing things that a normal human brain doesn't tell somebody to do and gets himself hurt? You know, that's like, the whole point that we're talking about is, you know, the future of the health of the guy. But again, this isn't, I'm not going on a rant. Right. Again, people are right. He's allowed to make whatever decision he wants to.
It's his choice.
I'm just saying, from the fact that we know what we know about CTE, and the more concussions you get, the more it's going to get bad. And we know Tua's not good at protecting himself. So maybe it's about time somebody else did it for him.
And we know that because this last concussion, he went head first at the guy. Like, he went head first at Hamlin. But look at Antonio Brown. Look how messed up he was for a while, like doing things that like normal people won't do. And like, it's just, I think for him, I think Kylan Granson actually put it best when he was talking about it. He's getting married later this year or next year. I think it's next year now that season started. He said that he wants to be able to remember his first dance. And that's why he's wearing the Guardian cap. I think if Tua does play, he should be forced and required to wear the Guardian cap. If you're going to play, that's what you guys say. It's like, look, it's your choice. If you're going to play, we can't stop you. Like, you're going to make that decision, but you're going to wear the Guardian cap. If you don't, then you're not playing. You're going to sit this week. You'll be inactive.
Yep. But anyways, move on. Just wanted to get some more clarity on that from some other people's. All right. First game of the week. And that is the 49ers versus the Vikings. We obviously saw CMC out for at least the next 6 weeks. But now, does that change your view on the 49ers and if they're going to win?
It absolutely does not. I think the 49ers win this game. Look, congrats, Sam Darnold. You played well against the Giants. Cool. It's an NFL team, but still, like, the Giants are one of the worst teams in the NFL. Not just NFC, but NFL in general. I'm going to say the 49ers win. I think they win by at least a touchdown.
All right. Hey, guys, listen, we have 170 people in here right now, guys. Only 82 likes. Come on, let's hit 100 likes. Come on, guys.
Come on. Before kickoff,
do me a favor.
100 breadsticks.
We're really close. Seahawks versus the Patriots. The Patriots who surprised the NFL world last week.
Yeah, Patriots got to win. Not a lot of people expected them to, but history shows the Bengals, they're always terrible. Week 1, week 2. And then they get better. I think the Seahawks win this game.
Yeah, I think so as well. Giants versus Commanders, the terrible game of the week. What are you thinking about this one?
I'm going to go with Washington. The Giants. Congrats, New York, for staying with Daniel Jones.
Yeah, you guys made the right decision. All right.
Yep. Great.
Made
great
the right
GM
decision for content creators. That's basically what you did.
Yep.
Great move. All right, Chargers versus the Panthers. I mean, do I even need to ask you that?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Chargers, but here's the thing. Like, if you go to like the betting sites, for example, like FanDuel, the Chargers are only 4.5-point favorites. So maybe the Panthers are actually going to win. No maybe way. It is fixed, and Vegas has been told, hey, the Panthers. But no, I'm going to go with the Chargers. This, in all honesty, seems like a free bet.
I was going to say, yeah. All right. Next game, Saints versus the Cowboys.
This is my upset of the week. I'm going to go with the Saints. I know they played the Panthers last week, but I think they're better than what people are going to give credit for. And I actually think that that division's going to come down to the wire for who wins it. So I'll go with the Saints.
I'm probably going to go with the Cowboys here, even though I'm very torn on which direction to go with that. All right, next game, Cleveland versus the Jaguars. I mean, we saw how bad Deshaun Watson is.
Yeah, look, I want Jacksonville to lose every game. I can't root for a guy that is named Deshaun Watson, who loves his massages and probably did worse.
Did you see what Ari posted literally like 15 minutes ago?
I didn't see what he posted 15
minutes
ago.
He said the Browns put a hidden detail in Watson's contract that said if he were to get suspended again for something like what he originally did, they have a clause in there that they can take back his guaranteed money.
Yeah.
So, like, basically, if he gets suspended, because, like we said, we saw the one thing where, somebody said they have a video proof to show he did something. If that comes out and he ends up getting suspended again, the Cleveland Browns can take his whole contract because it's all guaranteed.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So,
I'm going to go with Jaguars, though. I think they win.
I think Jags win it, too. I know they don't have as many weapons offensively right now. I know that Cleveland defense is still so good, but I mean, Watson brings that whole team down. He brings the whole team down with him. Yeah. Guys, we're only 25 subscribers away from 19,000, guys. Come on. Anyone that's watching this chat right now, go to YouTube, go subscribe to the channel, chat, and like the stream. Let's get to 19,000. Come on, guys.
Come on. Do it.
Next couple games here. Jets versus the Titans. Who do you have?
The Titans defense actually looked pretty dang good last week. Now, is it because it was the Bears, or is it because they're actually legit? I'm going to say they're not legit, but if they go in here and they shut Aaron Rodgers down, they might just be legit. I'm going to go Jets, though. I think they get the win here.
Yeah, I think the Titans have a really good defense. Still not sold on Will Levis. And the Bears won it off of the Titans losing it. That's what I said in on the Roundtable Sports group. So yeah, I think the Jets will figure it out. I think they'll do enough to win. All right, next game. The Buccaneers versus the Lions. One of the better games this week. We remember the playoff game last year with that. So Baker versus Goff. Who do you have in this one?
This is the reason why I think the NFC South is going to be close is because the Saints and Tampa are going to be battling for it. I'm going to go Detroit.
You're going to go Detroit?
I'm going to go Detroit. I think at the end of the day, they have the better defense, and I think the Lions offense will do enough to get it done.
Here's what I'm thinking. If Baker plays like he did last week, the Buccaneers will win because the Lions did not play a great game against the Rams. They didn't. Amon-Ra was a non-factor, and I think the Buccaneers can hold their own, especially in stopping the run. So I think the Buccaneers pull off this upset. I do. I think they pull off the upset. It'll be a good game because both of these teams are really good teams. But I think the Bucs will pull this upset off, even though the Lions are a better team. I think that the Bucs will get the upset. All right. The last 1:00 game before we get to the one that actually matters.
Yes.
Ravens versus the Raiders. Who do you got?
Give me the Ravens. Yeah, I love Minshew. I do.
Did you see?
Screw him for throwing that bad pass and not getting us to the playoffs.
Did you see the stat that showed? Did you see the stat that said Minshew had the least amount of air yards of any starting quarterback last week, and Anthony Richardson had the most?
I didn't see
quite the drastic difference.
Yeah,
we'll speed run this because I know you say you got to get going here in a second.
Yeah,
Rams and Cardinals. Who you got?
Rams, Cardinals. Give me the Rams.
Yep, I'll take the Rams there. Bengals versus the Chiefs.
Oh, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. I think the Bengals will play better, but again, I think the Chiefs get it done.
Yeah. Steelers versus the Broncos.
Give me. Oh my God, this is talk about the worst game
Talk
of the
about
week.
another toxic game here.
If I was cool, RC. No.
No.
Uh,
Oh my God.
golly. I will go with the Broncos.
I think I had the Steelers winning that one, I think. But Bears versus Texans Sunday Night Football.
I think it's the Texans. I don't think they blow it.
Yeah, I think so too. Monday Night Football, Eagles versus the Falcons.
Give me the Eagles. But this is going to be a good game.
I think it will too. All right, last one, and I'll let you leave. Colts versus Green Bay. What's the final score prediction?
So I think now with Quiddy Pay, I definitely feel better about my prediction. I think you take away the run, that offense isn't going to do too much. And I think they will stop the run this week because I know they have to stop the run, or they know they have to stop the run to get it done. I think that, again, we're going to have another receiver step up. I think Pittman plays well this week. I think Taylor gets going. I think Richardson does as well. Give me the Colts winning. This, I think, is going to be a blowout. I have 31-13.
All right. Well, I said 27-17. So, man, Matt with a little bit higher expectation for the Colts this week than myself. But, oh well. But, Matt, I appreciate you hopping on here with me today. And have a good one, all right?
All right, thank you, too. Let's get this win. All right, see you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. It's just me now. And I will be back in just a second. Gonna do something real quick. So I'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Bring the Juice. Colts versus Packers. Be right back. What's going on, guys? I'm back. Glad to see you all didn't leave. But yeah, guys, so close. It's about another 10 minutes here, and this game will start. Green Bay Packers coming out right now. I'm doing good, Charles. How about you, man? Thank you again to everybody that is tuning in right now. Thank you all so much. AP over under 60. I'll go over 60. Thank you again to everybody that is tuning in. Thank you to everybody that is here with us today. It's going to be a great game. Going to be fun to watch. I do know that it kind of stinks the amount of injuries that have happened to both these teams. You know, with the Colts losing a lot of players defensively right now, Ian with Josh Downs being out, and obviously the Green Bay Packers with Jordan Love being out. Really sucks, you know, the injuries are piling on with both these teams already, but you know, it is what it is. You know, you can only do so much. me see if I can. Hey, my brother, what's up, Mitch? Let's go 1-0 today. Hey, I love it, man. That's the right attitude. Love it, man. That's right. It's all you can do. Win this one, move on to the next week. Should I start Ayuk or Metcalf? I would take Ayuk. How are we going to tackle them? Well, I mean, you're going to load up the box for sure. Starting to get really nervous. I know. I'm nervous too, dude, man. Believe me. I always get this way, though, you know? Watching split screen with the Titans game, YouTube TV is cool for that feature. Yeah, dude. I mean, that's awesome. I used to have it. And yeah, that's a really awesome feature. It is. But again, shout out to everyone that is watching. Be sure to like the stream, guys, wherever you're watching. And be sure to subscribe. If you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you can come over here and comment in the comment section. Thank you guys so much. About 5 more minutes here. You guys like the addition of the new signs? Put those up earlier this week. I really like this one. I really like that. All right. Oh, I know Willis is awful, but you know, you can never go into it thinking that you have the answer to everything, you know? But I am super excited to see Anthony Richardson play football again. For real. People said Mayfield was awful. Now look at him. Well, Mayfield was always pretty good. I mean, I don't know if I would say that he was ever awful. I mean, he's always been good. I mean, he's never been he's played at a great level sometimes. He's never been elite, but he plays at a good level. Let's see if the fighting Ballards can play some defense today. Yeah, I just want to see this team win, man. Like, honestly, like I need a win for my sanity. So Q cut it. If somebody wants to see me, you know, I'm smiling right now. Look at me at the end of the game and see if I'm still smiling or not. You know, so everyone like the stream and subscribe. That's right, guys. Keep it up. We're at 127 likes on the stream right now, guys. And only 21 more subs away from 19,000. Can we do it? You will see an improved game from AR on short and intermediate passes. I do believe so. I think the Colts definitely are going to look to try to keep him, try to get him locked in on that this week. But I think what is happening here, I can't tell who's getting the ball first or not. I think it's the Packers. Yeah, the Packers are getting the ball first. So the Colts will get the ball to start the second half. Looks like a beautiful day in Lambeau Field. Beautiful, iconic stadium. I know a couple Colts fans that are there. Shout out to my guy Logan. Shout out to Chris Maker. A couple other guys out there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me make sure I get this thing up. Colts and Packers. And week 2 of NFL football begins right now. Matt Gay with the initial kick, who's coming back off hernia surgery. That one's going to go out to back of the end zone. So that will be brought to the 30, where the Malik Willis-led Green Bay Packers will start. The 4th career start for Malik Willis since being drafted by the Titans in 2022. And that's the first time he's started since then, back in 2022. We'll see how this Green Bay Packers offense runs with Malik Willis in it. It definitely provides you more of the mobile aspect of the game, but the passing is the big question. Wing formation here, tight end crosses. It's going to be a run here for Josh Jacobs. Brought down at the 33. It's a gain of 3. Josh Jacobs going to be an interesting one. Joe Mixon torched this Colts defense last week. Defensive coordinator Gus Bradley said that was mainly because of the changes in the defensive scheme because of the offense, the passing offense. How will that impact this one? 2 running backs in the backfield. It's going to be another RPO option here, and it's going to be a first down for Josh Jacobs, who's still up, brought down at the 45 by a couple different Colts players. Green Bay dialing up a whole lot of different formations right now. You have a wide receiver and a running back in the backfield and 2 tight ends. You have the receiver going one direction and then Jacobs coming across the other. And it is definitely a good little offensive scheme setup right now. One receiver to the right and left, tight end on both sides, ball at the 45. Malik going to get his first pass. And he gets out of the initial first hit, gets it off. There's a flag on the play right at around the line of scrimmage. That would have been a first down, but let's see what happens here. They might be coming back. They threw it right at about where the receiver caught it. Ineligible man downfield on the offense. So that will be coming back, and it'll remain first down. Malik wanted to initially throw right away, but one of the offensive linemen got a little too far down the field. A couple of them, actually. So, it'll be first down once again. First down and 15. 3 receivers, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. It's going to be a run here. And the running back gets to the outside, and it's another first down. That's Marshawn Lloyd and Tyquan Lewis, but there is another flag on the play. We'll see if this comes back again. It's going to be a holding on the offense this time, so it's going to move back another 10 yards. Malik Willis really held that in check, and Taven Bryan got his helmet ripped off on the play. Not sure if that was what the initial call was, but Matt LaFleur yelling at the officials to fix something. I think they were calling a hold on someone else, but somebody on the outside was holding Kenny Moore, and like it was a couple people actually. So I mean, it was bad all around, but it'll be first down and 20 now for the Green Bay Packers at the 35-yard line. 13 minutes left in the first. Three receivers to the right, tight end on the left. Shotgun formation for Willis with a running back. That's Jacobs. Jacobs going to run it. Jacobs with a big hole, and he's got a first down and more. And the Colts out at the 30-yard line of Indy, and Green Bay showing no signs of slowing down on this front. That's like the third run in a row where Green Bay is just opening holes and nobody in the middle is just getting any kind of pressure whatsoever. Adetomiwa was doubled easily and nobody's filling gaps. Two receivers to the right, one to the left, tight end in the backfield now. It's in a wing formation. There'll be another run here for Jacobs. That's Lloyd this time. It's brought down after a gain of 4. That's Wilson on the run. My apologies. Emmanuel Wilson. Colts run defense with the worst rating of anyone last week. And so far, not off to a great start if you are the Indianapolis Colts, who's already got a secondary decimated. Three receivers to the left, tight end on the right. Willis in shotgun again. It's going to be another run here, and he is going to get to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackled by Odangbo and Zaire Franklin. So great job there by Odangbo to make the tackle. So it'll be 3rd and long coming up for Green Bay. First third down that they've had to face on this drive. And they are in field goal range. Colts hoping to just stop them with a field goal here. Empty backfield. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Buckner's out there now. Receiver motions left. It's going to be a screen pass, and he is going to get brought down by Nick Cross at the line of scrimmage. Read that the whole way. So it'll be 4th down, and the Green Bay Packers will have to kick a field goal here. Yeah, Nick Cross just goes right through the blocking assignment and just too fast, and Jaden Reed, who was activated just before the game, is unable to make that play. So the Colts defense, after some really bad start to the defense, does get the stop here. That'll be a 46-yard attempt for Green Bay on this drive. No wind in Lambeau right now. And that kick is up, and it sneaks through the left upright. Hey, King Vibes, what's up, man? How you doing? It's good to see you. And the Packers take the early lead, 3-0. And the Colts offense will take over. See what the Indianapolis Colts will do on this next drive. But again, guys, just want to say again, shout out to BetUS for powering today's stream. Guys, they have so many things here that you can bet on. They have every single game during each NFL week you can select. You can even do halves, quarters, and you have all these other sports as well, guys. Their new promo, they have a 150% bonus, deposit bonus on your first deposit, and then 125% on your next 2. If you guys use the promo code YouTube150, be sure to check that out today, guys. Some of the best betting variety in the business. And you guys can check out BetUS today, your sports book for the NFL season. All right. Shout out, guys. 863 people watching on this stream right now through X and YouTube. Be sure to like the stream wherever you're watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe today and comment, please. Kick is away. Gould is not going to have a chance to return that one. That one goes out of the back of the end zone. And Anthony Richardson comes out to play first time in Lambeau. First time wearing the all whites, if I'm not mistaken. So great to see this uniform combo for him. But the Indianapolis Colts offense now out to play. See how this Colts offense looks. It was explosive play or nothing last week. How does it look this time? AP lined out to the left and a receiver on the right. Tight end on the right as well. AD rolls out. It's going to be a run here for Jonathan Taylor. Taylor, patient, rolls in, gets maybe 3 on the carry. This offensive line, it's a really good offensive line, has been really well built in the trenches over the last few years. Colts look like they're trying to do a little bit of a hurry up here. 3 receivers to the left, tight end on the right. Ball at the 33, so that was a gain of 3 for Jonathan Taylor. AR in the shotgun with JT. Pittman, Pierce, and AD Mitchell out there on the left. It's going to be a pass here. Richardson looking, fires, and AD Mitchell wasn't ready for it. It was in the pocket, but AD Mitchell just didn't quite look for it in time. That's an incomplete pass. Third and 7. The Packers defense that definitely has a lot of talent on it, especially with newly acquired safety Xavier McKinney. Third down and 7, 9:53 left in the first. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, tight end on the right. That's Granson. Richardson with time. Richardson looking, just dumps it to Taylor, and Taylor drops it. It was in his hand, but let go of it, and McDuffie is there to break it up. So that'll be a 3 and out for the Indianapolis Colts. I mean, Richardson had the time. He stepped up. He even dumped it straight to JT, and JT tried to run before securing the pass. Not like it probably would have mattered either way. But the Colts will have to punt it away. Packers coming at it. Sanchez does get it off, though. And a great punt. And he's going to fair catch it at the 18-yard line. And that is where Green Bay will take over once again. Yeah, that Green Bay secondary is no joke, man. I mean, I know people don't care, but that is true. Man, some of y'all are just so negative, man. It's actually insane. But thank you to the 927 people watching right now. Be sure to like the stream, guys, wherever you're watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We greatly appreciate it. We're on the route to 19,000 subscribers, and we only need 14 more to hit 19,000 today, guys. Can we do it before this game is over? He didn't miss the layup, though. Like, he didn't miss it. He threw it. It was right there for AD to catch. AD wasn't looking at it. Like, I don't know what he wanted him to do. He threw it right where it needed to go. All right. Colts defense takes back over. Green Bay inside their own 20. 9:39 left in the first quarter. 3-0 lead. One receiver to the left, one to the right. Tight end on the right. A receiver and running back in the shotgun with Malik. He's going to dump it out to Reed, who is wide open. He's got a lane, and he's going, and he's out at the 43, and it's a first down, a gain of 25. Green Bay is just dialing up whatever they want offensively right now. Colts are playing aggressive, but nobody was there to cover that lane. And Jones is getting blocked out into the sideline. Rodney Thomas is the one that had to push him out. He's out at the 40, so it was a gain of 22. It's going to be another run here for Josh Jacobs. Jacobs gets brought down after a gain of 2. Tackled by, it looked to be EJ Speed. So he's second down and 8 coming up. Both these teams looking to secure their first win of the season. Obviously, Jordan Love getting hurt at the end of the week 1 game against the Eagles. Hoping to get him back soon. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. It's going to be another RPO. Jacobs gets brought down again at the 46. That's a gain of 4. So it'll be 3rd down and 4 coming up. Alvin Kamara with the touchdown. Let's go. I needed that. Kamara's in one of my fantasy leagues. So 3rd down and 3 coming up. Just under 8 minutes. What do the Green Bay Packers do here? It's going to be another RPO. Josh Jacobs and breaks 1 tackle and gets brought down at the 48 by Cross, but it's a first down for Green Bay. Green Bay is just running it down Indianapolis's throat on a 3rd and 3, and they run an outside a halfback zone run, and that's it. Six carries already for Jacobs with 61 yards. Over 10 yards a carry to start this game. 3 receivers to the left, tight end on the right. It's going to be another handoff for Jacobs. Jacobs, another good run, brought down at the 42. That's a gain of 6. I mean, right now, this Colts defensive front is just getting absolutely obliterated right now. I don't know what's going on, but right now, Josh Jacobs is doing whatever he wants against this Colts defense right now. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, tight end on the right. Tight end goes in motion. I mean, another run here. That's for Wilson, who gets brought down at the 40, and that's a gain of 2. 3rd down and short coming up again. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Tight end on the right. Watson goes in motion. He's going to hand it off to Wilson, and he gets the first down after a gain of 4. The fact that we don't have Grover Stewart or DeForest Buckner in there is absolutely killing the Indianapolis Colts right now. This front cannot generate any pressure against this Green Bay offensive line. $81 rushing yards by Green Bay already. One receiver on each side, tight end on the left, 2 tight ends on the left. It's going to be another run here. Oh, it's going to be a jet sweep, and he's going to have a lot of room here. Brought down at the 20. Oh, he's saying he wasn't down. Finally is. We'll see where they actually spot him. They might have spotted him down sooner, but that's another big run for Green Bay. And Green Bay is knocking on the doorstep for a touchdown. They're just running jet motions and, yeah, they're running like jet stuff. And, oh, yeah, he's down at the 20. They're running sweeps and, you know, these weird things. And, like, but, like, nobody knows what to do with it. And it looks like they're going to take a look at this, even though there's really nothing to look at. I'm not sure. Matt LaFleur is arguing about it for the position of it, but he was definitely down at the 20. $5:52 left in the first quarter. Green Bay, or no, they're actually taking 25 seconds off the clock. So 4:45 left in the first. Green Bay pressuring again. They're at the 20. It's going to be another run here for Jacobs. And Jacobs gets a walking lane into the end zone. A touchdown, Josh Jacobs. I mean, this is just straight sad. Oh, they're going to get a holding on the Green Bay Packers. Wow. Okay. So instead of it being a touchdown, there is a hold. That is going to move them back. The hold on Walker, who is holding Brian. Wow. How lucky the Colts are with that one. Be first down and 20 now rather than a touchdown. Well, who knows? They're going to probably run the ball for about 15 here on this play. It's the third penalty on Green Bay in this first quarter already. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. It's going to be another run here. And he gets brought down to the 26. That's Lloyd. It was a gain of about 5. Some of these run formations are wild. I mean, this looks like something you'd see out of a college playbook right now. It has definitely got the Colts defense off track. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Lloyd's going to motion out. Malik Willis is going to run by himself now. Nick Cross takes a bad angle, but he gets forced out of bounds. Shy of a first down, but he gets a gain of at least 10. It's going to be 3rd and maybe 4 coming up. Looked very eerily familiar to a Colts run that Anthony Richardson ran against Houston. But like EJ Speed is just caught like looking away from Jordan Love. He just gets caught slacking and just doesn't get the angle right. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Packers throwing. And it's caught, and it's a touchdown. He stays inbounds. And that's Wilkes. Green Bay is doing whatever they want offensively to this Colts defense right now. Oh, and the kick was blocked, but it still went in. Ellis Rich with the $2 super chat. Gus has to go. I tell you what, man, if this keeps looking like this, we might. This is bad. Malik Willis had not thrown a touchdown in his entire NFL career up until that moment. And he just did it in the first quarter against the Indianapolis Colts. Holy cow, the amount of people. Hey, listen, shout out to the 1,250 people watching right now. I'm so sorry you guys have to witness me like this. I'm lost. But hey, listen, thank you guys for everyone that is tuning in right now. Be sure to like the stream, guys. Be sure to comment. Be sure to subscribe. Please, we're trying to hit over 19,000 subscribers. We're so close to it. Please do it for my pain and suffering. Please. I might not make it through this game. I'm already at that level to where I am just like, I'm over it. I'm almost over it at this point. One more subscriber and we hit 19,000, guys, please. That might be the highlight of this stream, honestly. But thank you guys, everyone that is tuning in right now. The Green Bay Packers off to a very hot start against the Indianapolis Colts. I don't know what the heck is going on, dude. Like, the Colts defense can't do anything right now. Hey, 19,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. That might be the highlight of today. Thank you guys so much. Well, Buckner's has to be on a pitch count because, I mean, remember, we didn't know if he was going to play in this game or not originally because of the back injury. So obviously he's on a pitch count, but it's really hurting this Colts defense. I mean, this is bad. The Colts have already given up 135 yards in this game against the run. I mean, this is bad. And this will not be returned. Kicked out of the back of the end zone again. So this Colts offense will now come back out. A 3-and-out for the Indianapolis Colts on that last drive. We'll see how this drive goes. Shout out to everybody watching. Thank you so much. All right, 10-0 Packers. 3:18 left in the first quarter. First down and 10. Ball at the 30. It's going to be a run here for Jonathan Taylor. Taylor breaks one. Taylor gets down at the 47. That's a first down, 17-yard gain. The first sign of life for the Indianapolis Colts on this drive. A nice simple handoff. Jonathan breaks the first contact and then just, looks like the same old running back we're used to. It's going to be a pass here to Doolin and a rocket pass by Richardson. Brought down at the 40. That's another first down. Colts offense in a little bit of a hurry up here. They're trying to move it and keep Green Bay from settling into their defense. Colts, going to be another play action pass. Richardson throwing it deep. It's over the head. It's intercepted. It's over the head of Alec Pearson. It's intercepted, and he's brought down at the 30. And the Colts offense that was driving down the field, he overthrew him, and Alec Pierce couldn't get it, and it's intercepted. He threw it off the back foot and just left it high, and Alec Pierce had no chance of getting that. as if things couldn't just get any worse for Indianapolis. And here it is right now. I'll tell you what, man. I am struggling. AR, you can't be throwing it off the back foot every time, man. You got to step into those. The problem is every deep ball that Anthony Richardson makes, he throws it off the back foot, so it travels further. And it goes over the head of like every other person it gets because he's not stepping into the throw. He's throwing it back, and it's just sailing. I don't know what happened there, man, but that is definitely not the answer we needed. Now the Colts are down 2 scores, and it's about to be the end of the first, and the Colts defense has had no ability to stop anything. Watch this play and see what happens. But Quay Walker comes in. Obviously, Anthony Richardson was meant to hit Alec Pierce, who was open on the flat, but that's going to be now it's going to be a handoff here to Reed, who gets another big block and stays in bounds, stays in for a first down at the 46. Raekwon Davis finally with the tackle, but that's another first down for Green Bay. Nick Cross, what a terrible thing that was. That was terrible. Did he get held? Ball at the 46. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tight end on the right. Reed motions. Going to be another run here for Jacobs. Jacobs brought down at the 49. That's a gain of 3. This is not looking like a good game for the Indianapolis Colts right now, guys. We can't stop the run. Shout out to the 1,650 people watching, guys. Thank you so much. Be sure to like the stream wherever you're watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Be sure to comment, guys. Really appreciate you. 1 minute left in the first. 2nd down and 6. It's going to be another run here for Jacobs. Jacobs, another first down. I'll tell you what, Green Bay, I don't know what offense that is, but it's like a T-wing like spread, and they always have someone motioning. They always having someone coming back door and then another one to hand off. Like the Colts don't have any idea who to follow, where to go. Like seriously, nobody has any idea. It's going to be another run for Jacobs. So with his worst run of the game, and that's a yard, Nick Cross with the tackle. And that should bring the end of the first quarter. And it will. So first quarter, it has been all Packers. Mr. Clean with a $2 super chat. Good to see you in here, my friend. I'm okay. It's hard to be mad when it's expected. I'm surprised to say that you expected this, but yeah, I'm with you. I don't know what I'm watching right now, to be honest with you. But again, shout out to all the new subscribers that are subscribing today. Greatly appreciate it. Sorry, guys. Yeah, sorry, guys. I'm just trying to catch up on some messages real quick, but I do appreciate everybody copping in here right now. Thank you, guys. Sorry, guys. I don't know, man. I'm trying really hard to not lose it, but like, how can I don't even know what to think of this. Like, the Colts have given up more rushing yards by a lot in the first 5 quarters of football this season than any other team in the NFL by a long shot, I'm sure. 164 yards in the first quarter. Most in any quarter since 1991, guys. What? 2nd down and 9, second quarter. It's going to be another run here. Jacobs brought down at the 37. That's a gain of 3. The 3rd down coming up for Indianapolis or Green Bay, and they're hurrying up. Trying to catch Indy off balance. They do. 1st down. That's to Dobbs. Willis has only had to throw the ball 4 times today, and he's completed every pass. It's another one of those games, guys, where like it makes you question if somebody's getting fired at the end. Honestly. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. It's going to be a screen pass. And Lloyd gets about 2 before being brought down at the 26 by Kwity Paye. Lloyd and Reed in the backfield with Willis. It's going to be another run for Lloyd. Lloyd gets maybe 2. Brought down at the 23. It'll be 3rd down once again coming up for Green Bay. It'll be 3rd and 5. Ball at the 24. Can the Colts get a defensive stop and hold them to a field goal? Defoe is lined up on the outside right now. Colts bring in the pressure. Willis gets to the outside. He's going to run it on his own, and he's going to go, and it's close to a touchdown. Gets hit by Nick Cross at the 5. But Willis gets out of the pocket and runs all by himself. Kwity Paye, Kwity Paye on the outside never gets outside, and Malik Willis just had all the room in the world. Nick Cross just leveled him. The Colts were bringing pressure too and just made it look easy, Willis did. Ooh, that was scary with how he fell. 1,776. Hey, love that number. The amount of people that's watching right now. And Nick Cross now getting up and wobbling. And the Colts defense is already short on safety help. Julian Blackman being out. And now Nick Cross comes out. So now it has to be Ronnie Harrison and Rodney Thomas out there right now. First down and goal at the 4. It's going to be another run for Jacobs. Jacobs breaks. Oh, he lost the football, and the Colts got it. He lost the ball at the 1-yard line, and Latu falls on it. What looked like it was going to be a touchdown, and the Green Bay Packers were going to go up by 3 scores. Zaire Franklin knocked the ball out right at the 1, and Latu recovers it. Josh Jacobs got sloppy for the first time in this game. Wow. Holy cow. The first play of the game for the Indianapolis Colts that made you finally think we got a chance. What would have been a 17-0 game is now staying at a 10-0 game. See if the Colts offense can make up for it. But again, shout out to the 1,850 people watching across X and YouTube right now. Guys, be sure to like the stream wherever you're watching it from. Be sure to comment. Be sure to subscribe. All that great stuff, guys. Please and thank you. Thank you guys so much. Jacobs, man, he just let that arm hang a little too much, and Zaire Franklin got him, man. Ball's at the 20. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tight end on the right. Taylor in the shotgun with AR. It's going to be a handoff to Jonathan Taylor. Taylor, there's a flag on the play. Taylor breaks the first tackle, brought down to the 35. We will see if that stands, though. Flag was thrown almost immediately. Illegal formation on the offense. So that run is negated. Adonai Mitchell lined up in the wrong spot. This will be first down and 15. Can the Colts put an offensive drive together here? 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, tight end on the right. Pierce motions. Another. Oh, he's going to dump it, and it's behind Adonai Mitchell. The pressure was coming, and Adonai Mitchell wasn't looking, but there's a flag thrown now. Richardson looking at the refs, looking at Green Bay. So going to be roughing the passer on the Green Bay Packers. So Richardson roughed up a little bit on that play. I want to see this. Yeah, Van Ness went a little high on Richardson, and it hit him and almost hit him in the face mask. Van Ness could have definitely went lower. But that's a first down automatically for Indy. 11:41 left in the second quarter. Packers still with a 10-0 lead over the Colts. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, tight end on the right. And Richardson drops the ball. Did he get it back? Richardson somehow fell on it. I don't know whether or not he intended to keep it or if he wanted JT to take it, but a miscommunication there. And that one almost gave it right back. I couldn't tell here. And I think AR wanted to keep it at first, but that's going to be a loss of a couple. It's a loss of 1. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Richardson dumps it to Pittman. Pittman catches it at the 35. That's a gain of 6, I believe. Colts hurrying up. 2 receivers to the left. 3 to the right. JT will now motion back behind Richardson. It'll be in motion still. Richardson looking, rolling. Richardson under pressure. Still finds a way to get out. Richardson dumps it, and it's caught by Alec Pierce at the 50. Low throw, but Alec Pierce got it. There is a flag. It's probably coming back. It's probably going to be a hold. And it is. Quentin Nelson will get the hold on Kenny Clark. Even though I don't see it that way, but whatever. So now it'll be 3rd and 15 coming up. Third and 15, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Richardson just dumps it to Trey Sermon, who's brought down at the 33. And that is going to be another punt for the Indianapolis Colts. .936 left in the second quarter. It has just been one of the most unorganized games I've ever seen. Ball's back. Oh, and he dropped it, but it went out of bounds. Oh, Jaden Reed. He fumbled the ball, but it went out of bounds. Ashton Doolin almost there to get it. Whew. Jaden Reed thinking to himself, my God, thankfully it went out. But it'll be Green Bay ball at the 20. Wow, Sam Darnold just completed a 97-yard touchdown to Justin Jefferson. My goodness. almost 2,000 people in here right now. Thank you guys so much. Lord knows I need it. I mean, I don't even know like where to even like go on this. I mean, I don't even know. Like Richardson looks bad. Richardson looks bad. It's so unorganized, and then the defense can't do anything. Like, I mean, my goodness, I am so. I like don't even know what to think. I don't even know how to react. I have no idea. All right. Green Bay back out there at the 16. Two receivers to the right, tight end on the left. Now another receiver on the right. It's going to be another run for Jacobs. Jacobs gets brought down to the 21 by Taven Bryan, but that's a gain of 5. The Green Bay Packers offensively just doing whatever they want. They were a fumble away at the 1 yard line from this being a 17-0 game. Nick Cross is back out there for the Indianapolis Colts. One receiver to the right and left, 2 tight ends on the right. And Jacobs breaks 1 tackle, and he's got another big run. Brought down finally at, I think it's the 36. Might even be further, but another big run for Green Bay. My goodness. Not quite to the 36, or it might actually be at the 36. I don't know. But, yeah, it is at the 36. Jacobs just brushes off the initial tackle from Kenny Moore, and that is it. 3 receivers to the left, tight end on the right. Another run here for Jacobs. Jacobs breaks off the tackle by Latu, brought down to the 44. That's a gain of 8. I mean, seriously, how many rushing yards? Holy shit. Josh Jacobs up to 116 yards. Tackle made. He's going to be half a yard shy. I think that's Lloyd. I mean, the Colts have allowed 222 rushing yards in the first half. Somebody got to get fired, bro. Somebody's got to get fired. One receiver on both sides, tight end on both sides. I mean, another run here. Jacobs gets just enough for a first. That's a gain of 2. I'm honestly interested just to see how many yards Green Bay can make this. Like, I'm honestly curious if they can hit like 350 today. They just might. They just might run for over 350 yards. At this pace, they will. Two receivers to the right, 3 to the right, tight end on the left. So we pass here. Malik throwing it down the field, and it's incomplete. Broken up by Kenny Moore. That was Dontavion Wicks was the intended target. He did catch it, but Kenny Moore hit him right at the right time and he couldn't hold on. Great job there by Kenny Moore to also bat it away. Hit the arm of Wicks as he was coming in to hit him. One of the best defensive plays of the game so far from Indy. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tight end to the right. Ball at the 47 of Green Bay. It's going to be another run here. Jacobs gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that'll be a no-gainer. Tackled by Franklin and Grover. So it'll be 3rd down and long coming up for Green Bay. Maybe one of the longest yardage situations they've had to deal with all game. .527 left in the second quarter. 3rd down and 10. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tight end on the left. No, it's another wide receiver on the left. Colts bringing the pressure. Willis gets out of the range of it. Franklin can't get him either. Willis is going to run, and Willis is not going to get it, and he is stopped. And it's one of the first stops of the game for the Indianapolis Colts, and Green Bay is going to have to punt it. Willis, he could have made that throw to the tight end initially, but chose not to throw it. Tried to make it happen with his own, but the Colts will have one more chance to score before half. Ashton Doolin tried to sneak in there for a block punt. That goes away. It's the first punt of the game for Green Bay. And a great punt, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 8-yard line. Indianapolis is going to get one more opportunity before halftime. Not been a great start to the half for the Indianapolis Colts. Well, let's look at some scores around the league, huh, guys? Vikings actually beating the 49ers 10-0 in midway through the second. Patriots beating, or Seahawks beating the Patriots 14-10 in the second. Commanders and Giants tied at 6 apiece. Chargers winning 12-0 over the Panthers. Saints beating the Cowboys 21-13. Browns winning 10-0 over the Jags. Titans winning 7-0 over the Jets. And Buccaneers beating the Lions 13-6. And the Ravens have a 6-3 lead over the Raiders. Oh, Hunter Peterson with the super chat I didn't get to. $2 super chat from Hunter Peterson. It's time to move on from Ballard and Gus Bradley. Well, I don't think a lot of people are going to disagree with you after that, but Ball is at the 8. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. It's going to be another run here for Jonathan Taylor. Taylor breaks one, gets a good run here, brought down at the 27, gain of 19, and that is a first down. Good to see Jonathan Taylor getting involved a little bit in this drive. Taylor's had a couple good runs in this game. 1 receiver to the right, 2 to the left, tight end on the left. Will the Colts keep driving with the run game here? Jonathan Taylor gets brought down after a loss of 1. Wyatt with the tackle for a loss. Second down 11, 3:15 left in the second quarter. Colts with all 3 timeouts, looking to try to drain all this clock if they can help it. 2 receivers to the left, 2 tight ends on the right. It's going to be a play action. Richardson just going to dump it to JT. JT with a good one, brought down at the 39. That's a first down. Second first down of this drive for the Indianapolis Colts. Great job by Anthony Richardson to just find JT when he's there and he's open. 2:30 left. 2 receivers to the right, 2 tight ends on the left. That's Ogletree and Cox. Richardson under center. Ogletree on motion right. JT going to run it again. JT only gets 2 before being brought down. He's second down and 8 coming up. And I think the Colts are going to let this go to the 2-minute warning. They may not. May take this one. They're lined up. See if they get another playoff. No, they're not. 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. Colts at the 41 of Green Bay. And just to let you guys know, for those that are wondering, for the 2,100 people that are watching right now, just when you thought the run game couldn't get any worse, James Boyd says the Packers have 29 carries for 223 yards. The Colts gave up 213 yards in the entire game last week against the Texans. So in this first half, the Colts have given up more yards in this first half against Green Bay than what they gave up against the Texans in the whole game. Again, shout out to all of you guys. I mean, I'm so thankful that you guys are in here watching with me right now, because Oh, this is bad. All right, here we go. 2-minute warning. Richardson has time, dumps it to Pittman, and Pittman drops it. It was in Pittman's hands, and Pittman dropped it. And see, and then I get mad at Richardson because he's obviously making a few bad throws in this game, but then the few times that he actually does hit the receiver in his hands, the receiver either doesn't know it's coming or didn't catch it. Like, what are we doing, man? Like, come on, help this kid out. Seriously. 3rd down and 8, 156. Green Bay bringing pressure, but Richardson has the time in the world, hits, and Adonai Mitchell drops it. Oh! What am I watching? That's 2 drops in a row from the wide receivers, man. Adonai Mitchell with a perfect route, a perfect throw. I'm about to start throwing shit. Like, that's where I'm at right now. And that punt goes out of the back of the freaking end zone. If I wasn't afraid of breaking something, I would, or like, out of wishes of my girlfriend to not throw something. Oh, I want to throw something so bad. What is this team? I'm just so pissed. Like, the few times that Anthony Richardson makes the right play and this team doesn't help him. 142. Let's see what Green Bay does here. They're going to run the ball with Josh Jacobs. Jacobs gets another good run. Brought down after a gain of 7 by EJ Speed. Let's see if Green Bay even decides they're going to do something. I don't even know if Green Bay wants to score here. Who knows? They're going to run it with Jacobs. Jacobs gets to the outside, and he somehow gets something out of nothing. A gain of 2. We'll see what Green Bay does here. 3rd down and 1, 50 seconds left. Packers are just letting this clock go down. I don't know if I don't think they're trying. I think they're just going to let this clock just run out. I think they're just going to take a 10-0 they're just going to take their 10-0 lead and just go into halftime with it. Pittman's dropped a pass. 80. Mitchell's dropped 2. Good Lord, content's about to be popping off after this game. Dude, you have no freaking idea. Shout out again to everybody that's tuning in. Thank you all so much. I really do appreciate all of you being in here and tuning in with us today. 3rd down and 1, 20 seconds left. Green Bay likely just going to run this and just try to take whatever clock is out. They are going to run it. Josh Jacobs gets to the outside, somehow tackled by EJ Speed after a gain of 2. And that's 10 seconds. And yep, they're just going to let this go out. And they're just going to go into halftime. Well, that's half. All right, guys. I'll be back in like 30. I'll be back in 60 seconds. Don't go anywhere, please. I'll be right back. But thank you guys for tuning in. I promise I'll be back in 60 seconds. Don't go anywhere. Sorry, guys. Finally came in. I put my hat away. I don't want to wear that no more. Looks like Cody's in here. Cody, add yourself if you want to, man. Oh, there he is. Is it? It might be my internet that's having the issues. Okay.
I don't even know what to say.
I don't know what to say either.
Gus Bradley is the worst NFL defensive coordinator I've ever seen. This team doesn't know how to tackle, doesn't know how to contain. Derek, they ran for 235 yards on us in the first half. It's only the first half. They genuinely are going to probably have 350 or 400 if this continues. Like, legitimately, this is the worst first half I think I've ever seen from a defense in terms of stopping the run. Like, I genuinely don't know what to say. Like, I am baffled. If this doesn't get Gus Bradley fired, I mean, what else are you going to do? You're basically screwed. Dude.
I don't even know. Like, also a shout out to everybody doing the super chats. Really appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude, because like, for me, it's the fact that nothing is going right for this team. Nothing. There's not been one good thing about this team at all. Anthony Richardson. You know what? I'll even give it this, Cody. Maybe one that Anthony Richardson looks like he's throwing the ball in a better anticipation, except for the one throw that clearly was an interception on him. That's his fault. He needs to not do that.
Yeah.
But like, when he's throwing the football, like, the receivers aren't even looking at it. Like, JT dropped a pass. A.D. Mitchell, that first incompletion, he wasn't even looking at it. And he threw it right there. It hit his shoulder. He just wasn't looking at it. And then Michael Pittman drops one earlier that would have been a 6-7 yarder. And then the next play, A.D. Mitchell drops an easy first down that would have put the Colts in Green Bay territory. And like, I'm sitting here, I'm looking at myself like, dude, how can it get any worse than that? Like,
you know what this reminded me of?
For someone to help him.
You know what this reminded me of, Derek? It reminded me, frankly, of 2022 offense, like it minus the quarterback. You know, like it was like 2022 offense with a quarterback that can actually do some stuff, throwing the ball down the field. But it's like guys not making catches, guys not doing what they're supposed to do, the routine things. It's ridiculous. And I don't really feel like, Derek, this offense, they've had some moments, but they just haven't been on the field a lot. And when they did in that last drive, like A.D. Mitchell, what is going on? Like, figure your crap out.
3 drops from A.D. Mitchell in the first 2 games.
Figure it out, man. Like, you're an NFL receiver.
Jonathan Taylor has been averaging 8 yards a carry in the first half, and he has 5 carries. Like, what are we doing?
It's just, it's a combination of the defense couldn't stop a cold. They can't stop. They can't outside contain. They can't tackle. The captain of your defense, who's talked so much crap this offseason, both your linebackers, Derek, are horrendous. They have been so bad to start the season. I mean, we might be talking about a whole new linebacker corps if this continues. It's that bad, Derek. They are terrible. Zaire Franklin is a poor example of a captain right now on the field.
And
horrible.
With the fact that, Grover Stewart's not making an impact in this game. DeForest Buckner's on a pitch count right now. So, I mean, Cody, when you're in this game right now and you're starting your defensive tackles that are getting a huge amount of snaps is Adetomiwa and Taven Bryan, that's a recipe for disaster. Yeah. Like, those guys should not be playing significant snaps for you. They shouldn't be. But here they are.
It's a crime.
We're getting no pressure up front. And like you said, with the outside contain, Kwity Paye's not keeping outside contain. Dio Dangbo's not keeping outside contain. Latu certainly ain't. Like, and Taekwon isn't. Like, what are we doing? Like, there is absolutely nothing this defense is doing. Malik Willis only threw for 5 times in that first half and completed 4 or 5 for a touchdown. It was the first touchdown in Malik Willis's career.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a pitiful excuse of a defense. And the fact that it is only 10-0, I am shocked.
It feels like you're down 30-0. That's what it feels like.
It feels like it should be like 28-0 right now. Like, that's how bad it is.
But Derek,
Zaire Franklin saved us from it being 17-0 right now.
That's about it. That bothers me.
And on top of the fact that Green Bay doesn't feel comfortable with their quarterback having 1:50 left on the clock, Cody, at the 20-yard line to go down the field.
Yeah.
Think about that. Green Bay went into the half with 1:50 left on the clock, and they ran the clock out and said, we're not going to try to test it. We are going to just simply go into the half with a 10-0 lead, knowing the Indianapolis Colts were going to get the ball to start the second half, Cody. Like, think of that. That's just straight disrespectful. And you know the reason why? Because they're doing whatever they want against you. They have no faith you know how to fix this. None.
And that's what's embarrassing about it, is like, you knew they were going to run the ball. Like, it wasn't a shock to anyone, like you knew they were going to run the ball early and often, right? You said, oh, we'll fix it. We'll get better. All that crap, all that bull crap talk that you have. And then it comes out and it's actually 10 times worse, which is saying something, because Joe Mixon had 150 plus yards on you. And then you come out and you can't play fundamental football. And that's that is the most disappointing thing. As much as Chris Ballard has emphasized the trenches, Derek, I made a tweet about it. Zaire's gonna have to change his name because the Colts are getting decimated in the trenches. They are horrendous in the trenches, and I just don't frankly get it. I don't get it. And that's a position group, Derek, that should, for as much as you're investing into it, you paid both of your defensive linemen. You paid 3 defensive linemen a chunk of your cap this offseason. Huge chunk, just for them to come out and look like this. It's frankly embarrassing. You paid Zaire Franklin what you paid him, and look at what's gotten you. That's what's the most disappointing aspect of it. It's like it doesn't even look like a competent, front seven right now.
And it makes you wonder, like, is it all Gus Bradley? Like, right. Is there not like a specific thing where we can just be like, yo, I question like your effort over here, guys. Like, seriously, like I hate doing that because I feel that NFL players typically tend to try really hard because, they're at the top of their peak. But like when you give up 237 rushing yards and a half, I have to wonder if it has anything to do with scheme and more just personnel.
Right.
And that's where it comes back on Ballard. Like, yeah. Why is this team so bad? Bro, you brought one of the few people you brought in this offseason to try and help your depth at defensive line. Raekwon Davis ain't doing jack shit for you. Nothing. And so that signing was completely useless. We know that Joe Flacco ain't going out there to perform for Anthony Richardson this year, regardless of how bad Anthony Richardson may look at times. And so at the end of the day, it shows like Ballard chose to do absolutely nothing this year. Just run it back with the same unit and say, we know we got it with our guys. Well, guess what? We're 6 quarters into this season. You got people saying that they should just call the season now. I know it's only 10-0, and that's what's so stupid. You're down only 2 scores, and yet you and I are sitting here and we're saying, oh, we need to call this season. Like, it's done. It's over. Like, it looks like you can't compete with anyone. Like, you're letting a Jordan Love-less team do this to you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's even worse about this. Malik Willis has not had to do anything. And yet this Green Bay team is destroying you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm to the point, Derek, where I'm completely out on Gus Bradley. I'm completely out on Chris Ballard. I mean, this is year 8, Derek. This is embarrassing. Like, you've gotten to the point where you've invested so much into this unit. You paid your own guys, and look where it's gotten you. Like, to be honest with you, that's kind of where I'm at with it. And that's what's frustrating about it, is because there was this strong belief that, like you said, we have a lot of guys that we think can play high-level football, and they have shown glimpses, Derek. We know they have, playing some good level football, but like nobody's even, and that's what the thing is like, is it a scheme issue? Is it just a players not playing, or, effort-wise, have they given up on Gus Bradley? Like, what's the deal here, man? Because it doesn't even look like they're trying. That's what's the most frustrating aspect of it, is like, we know that there's this defense, especially on the defensive line, it's not devoid of talent. So, like, what is the deal here, man? Like, that's the thing. If you would have told me 6 quarters into this season that the biggest issue with this team is not the secondary, I would have said you're crazy. But here we are. And it's not the secondary. As much as I hate the secondary right now, like, it's not the biggest issue with this team, which is crazy to even say.
It's crazy to even say that. Yeah.
Like nobody expected this. So the fact that it makes it worse that you doubled down on your own guys and they look like, I mean, to be honest, absolute crap. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, you put all your eggs in this basket and here you are sitting through 6 quarters, and you've allowed 230 yards in this first half, over 150 last game. So it's bad, Derek. It's really, really bad.
Well, looks like the second half is about to get started. So I'll chat with you after the game. All right.
All right. Sounds good.
See you, dude.
See ya.
All right. Well, here we go, guys. Starting the third quarter. Colts will get the ball to start. Another one kicked out of the back of the end zone. 10-0. Packers over the Colts. Thank you to 2,400 people watching now across all platforms. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys again for all the new subscribers today. Almost 100 new subscribers at this moment from today. So, I mean, freaking outstanding. Love it, guys. Thank you so much. Let's see what we got here. Colts back out. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tight end on the left. It's going to be another run for Jonathan Taylor. Nowhere to go, but Jonathan Taylor finds a way. Gets through to the 33, gets a gain of 3. He was literally standing behind 2 of his offensive linemen for like 2 seconds there. Jonathan Taylor, who's averaging almost about 6 yards a carry right now. They need to keep getting him involved. 3 receivers to the right, tight end on the left. Jonathan Taylor in the shotgun with AR. So, another handoff to Jonathan. Jonathan gets the first down, gets to the 40. Colton, hurry up once again. And AR loses the ball. AR is going to pick it up. And throws it incomplete to Pittman. AR fumbled the snap. Picked it up, tried to throw it to Pittman, but he threw it behind him. Three receivers to the right, 2 to the left. 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 40. Richardson. And Richardson gets sacked. Brought down by number 95. That's Devontae Wyatt, who gets the sack off the left side here. There's just nobody open. Like, there's just nobody open, dude. And Wyatt beat Ryman off the edge. 3rd down and 16. Richardson with time. He's just going to dump it to Ogletree, who gets brought down, but he's going to be about 4 yards shy of a first. And it's probably going to be a punt here. The Colts are keeping the offense out on the field right now. 4th down and 4. Ball at the 46. Is Indy going to go for this? 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. They are going to go for it. Richardson is just going to dump it, and Jonathan Taylor drops it. That is now the 5th drop for the Indianapolis Colts in this game. That is the 5th drop. So Anthony Richardson would be 10 of 12 if it wasn't for drops. Like, seriously, what are we doing? What is this, man? All right, hold up real quick before we go any further, guys. Just want to say that again, shout out to BetUS for making this stream possible. If you guys need a new sports book and casino this year, look no further than BetUS. They have 150% sign up bonus on your first deposit and then 125% on your next 2 deposits. And that's the bonus if you sign up today, guys. I mean, who knows? Maybe you guys want to go ahead and throw a quick little bet in there. You know, maybe you say, hey, maybe this number might change. You know, Chicago and Indy's a 2.5 point favorite right now. Maybe you're not feeling so great about the Indianapolis Colts and you decide, hey, that's a great number for the Chicago Bears in this one. But hey, listen, I'm not going to tell you guys what to do, but hey, shout out to BetUS, though, for helping us with this stream. Some of the best betting variety out there, guys. Make sure to check out BetUS today. I mean, Jonathan Taylor gets that first down if he catches that. I mean, I don't know what else there is to do. Now Green Bay is going to get the ball in our territory. So it'll be a run for Josh Jacobs, and Jacobs is going to lose a yard. Grover Stewart finally gets a hold of Josh Jacobs. Two receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Jacobs in the shotgun with Willis. Ball at the 47 of Indy. It's going to be another run for Jacobs. Jacobs gets tripped up and gets maybe to the 45. Be 3rd down and long coming up. Holy cow, if Indy can somehow get this stop, please. Over 2,500 people watching now on X and YouTube. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. 3rd down and 9. Be a pass. Willis has time. He's just going to dump it to his tight end, and he gets the first down and more. Brought down at the 28 by Nick Cross. Just a simple dump pass. I mean, why can't the Colts ever do shit like this? You know, like, why doesn't that stuff ever work for Indy? You know, why does it only work for other teams? All the 29. And Jacobs is going to lose about 4. Wow, Latu completely burnt the tackle on that block and got to the outside edge before Jacobs could even get there. And then Grover Stewart was there to pick him up. Two receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Willis going to throw now. It's caught by Wicks, who's brought down at the 28. That's a gain of 5. Third down and 10 coming up. $9:15 left in the third quarter. Green Bay is going to run it. Jacobs gets a gain of 5, and that'll be fourth down. Green Bay is going to get a field goal out of it. Guys, can we get to over 300 likes on the YouTube stream? And a kick is away, and that one sneaks in the right upright. And the Packers now have a 13-0 lead over the Colts. Well, guys, we might as well take a look at some other scores around the league, huh? See what we got. Vikings with a 13-7 lead at halftime over the 49ers. Seahawks with a 17-13 lead over the Patriots. Giants with a 12-9 lead over the Commanders at halftime. Chargers with a 20-3 lead over the Panthers. Saints with a 35-16 lead over the Cowboys. Browns with a 13-3 lead over the Jaguars. Titans with a 10-7 lead over the Jets. Buccaneers with a 13-6 lead over the Lions. The Ravens only up 9-6 over the Raiders. I mean, no, I'm being legit serious, guys. AR has legitimately only thrown 2 bad passes. Or 3 bad passes. That's it. The rest of this game, oh, yeah, Gold's going to nail that. But, like, outside of that, he has only had 3 bad passes. He should be, like 9 of 12 right now. But his players keep dropping everything. Like, they've had 5 drops legitimately. One receiver to the right, 3 to the left. Ball at the 30. Going to be a toss for Jonathan Taylor. Taylor following his blockers. Gets the first down. Pushed out at the 41. Great job there by Jonathan Taylor. Great blocking. $7:51 left in the third quarter. There'll be another handoff for Jonathan Taylor. Taylor finds a break in it, gets another first down and more, pushed out at the 41 of Green Bay. Back-to-back first down runs for Jonathan Taylor, who's having himself a great day so far. Only his 9th carry, but gets to that's about 80 yards now for Jonathan Taylor. Taylor's so calm and just knows where to find the gaps. Play action here. Anthony Richardson finds Mo Alley Cox across the middle, brought down to the 21. This is the furthest the Colts have been in Green Bay territory so far this game. Great throw by Anthony Richardson, almost dropped by Mo Alley Cox. .650 left in the third quarter. Ball at the 21. Two receivers to the right, two to the left. JT motions out. Anthony Richardson going to run it this time. Richardson gets gets close to a first. That's a gain of 6. Richardson saw the hit incoming and went out of bounds. Great job by Anthony Richardson to get out of bounds and avoid the unnecessary hit. He saw the guy coming and then ducked the shoulder and went out of bounds. So great job there by Anthony Richardson. Second down and 4. Two receivers to the left, one to the right, tight end on the right. Dueling on motion. Back to the left. It'll be another run here for Jonathan Taylor. Taylor gets taken down from behind by Van Ness. Nowhere for him to go. He loses about 3. Van Ness just never gets blocked, and Anthony Richardson doesn't keep it. Anthony Richardson sort of 100% kept that ball, but instead Van Ness just makes the easy tackle on Jonathan Taylor. That's on Anthony Richardson. He's got to keep that. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Richardson with time. Richardson rolling out to his left. Richardson gets Pittman, but it's only a gain of about 3. 4th down and 5. We'll see what the Indianapolis Colts decide to do here. Do they kick the field goal or do they go for it? I feel like if you're the Colts, you have to go for it here because you don't have a whole lot of other options right now. And no, they're going to kick a field goal here. This will be a 34-yarder. And Matt Gay's kick is up and good. And that is the first points for the Indianapolis Colts in this game. Man, it just stinks that he couldn't quite get it. I'll tell you, if Anthony Richardson had kept that ball on that RPO on that second to last play, that would have been a first down, maybe more. You need more excitement. All right. All right, here we go, guys. Can the Colts defense get a stop? All right, ball at the 30. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tight end on the left. Willis in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off. And Dio Dangbo brings it down. Oh, nope. Are they going to let him play it out? Okay, never mind. He's brought down at the 22. That's a loss of 8. Dio Dangbo completely just shot the gap. And they tried to get Christian Watson to block him. But Dio let go, and then it was just a simple sweep for Melton, and Melton's going to lose 8 on that play. I mean, that was a really wacky play there, but thank goodness Colts players were able to get him to stop. So that's a 2nd and 18 coming up. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tight end on the right. Willis. And Dio Dangbo is there to make the tackle on the tight end screen. Dio Dangbo with a 1-yard loss, making 2 plays in a row, and it'll be 3rd and really long for Green Bay. Several times now this might be the worst 3rd down spot that Green Bay has had so far in this game. And it'd be huge if the Indianapolis Colts can get another stop and get another chance here in this 3rd quarter. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in the 3rd. 3rd and 18. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. It's going to be another screen. Marshawn Lloyd out there. Lloyd going hard, and Lloyd doesn't quite get it. He's brought down at the 38. There is a flag on the play. Quiddy Pay is asking for someone to come in. There might be an injured Colt down right now. And that is DeForest Buckner. Oh, man. DeForest Buckner down. Ineligible man downfield. Declined the penalty that they had. Buckner here at the end. I want to see what happens. I don't know. Oh, he got bent the wrong way. Oh, that knee. Oh, the knee or the ankle. I'm not sure. Oh, it might have been his own ankle. Yeah, his own ankle. Oh, no. That does not look good, ladies and gentlemen. That did not look good for DeForest Buckner. Yeah, that's rough, dudes. Yeah, that's not good. I know for a fact that he did something severe to that leg. Yeah, that did not look good. as if it couldn't get any worse for Indianapolis, guys. It just gets worse. Buckner putting barely any weight on that ankle at all, needing assistance to get off the field. DeForest Buckner, man, I mean, he's a warrior, but I mean, there's just certain things that you just can't fix. And it looks like the Colts are actually going to take the penalty against Green Bay and move them back. So now it's going to be 3rd and 24 coming up. And it's going to be a quick screen here for Jaden Reed. Reed is brought down at the 26. And now Kwity Paye struggling to get up, but he looks like he's okay. And it will be 4th down once again. And the Colts will get the ball back. Well, if you want something here, so far in this half, the Green Bay Packers are minus 7 yards in the second half, which is pretty funny when you think about it. Colts coming after it. Couldn't quite get there. And a booming punt. Gould going to fair catch it at the 16. So there's 1:56 left in the third quarter. Indianapolis offense will get the ball once again. Thank you again. Almost 3,000 people watching across X and YouTube alike. Guys, please be sure to like the stream wherever you're watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much. I'm about to fix this here in a second because my window is open and it's flashing in my eyes. I'll fix it in a second. Here we go. 1:56 left in the third quarter. See what the Colts do here. Richardson going to throw a screen here for JT. JT with some room in front of him gets the first down and more. Brought down 36 and the ball's out and the ball falls out of bounds. Oh my goodness. Ashton Doolin just saved the drive. Jonathan Taylor fumbled the football and the ball was just hanging along the sideline. Yeah, the Green Bay player punched it out. That was Eric Wilson, the linebacker, and the ball was just sitting right there on the sideline, and Ashton Doolin slid in and punched it out, saving the drive. But it is a first down for Indy. Ball at the 34. One receiver on each side. Anthony Richardson going to hand it off to Jonathan Taylor again. Taylor makes one guy miss. Taylor, a big run in front of him, keeps going, and he's out at the 36 of Green Bay. Another big run, and the Indianapolis Colts are in Green Bay territory again. It was a double tight end set, and Doolin's just going to come on a crack block, and Quentin Nelson pulls and just knocks the corner out of the way, and Jonathan Taylor makes the linebacker miss. And then it was just Jonathan Taylor all by himself. He's going to dump it to Pierce. It's a gain of 9 on the first down. Good play action, a good RPO motion there by Anthony Richardson. The Colts driving here. They're trying to do no huddle. 30 seconds left. They'll have one more play here before and there's DeForest Buckner getting carted off. 2nd down and 2. One receiver on each side, tight end on both sides. Jonathan Taylor going to go forward. Doesn't quite get enough for the first, I don't think. Looks like he's going to be half a yard shy. And that is going to take us to the fourth quarter here. Fourth quarter, Colts driving once again. Can they make it a one-score game? Guys, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, guys, here we go. Colts Nation, how we feeling, man? Kava, dude, I think it's a little bit more than a sprain, dude. DeForest Buckner literally got carted off the field. You don't get carted off the field for a sprained ankle. All right? That's not how that works. But again, shout out to the 2,800 people watching across YouTube and X alike. Thank you guys so much. Austin, thank you for being a member for 14 months. I need AR to make up for that interception. Dude, I certainly hope we just see it, man. We need a touchdown right here. Jonathan Taylor with 135 of the Colts' 206 yards offensively. Third down and 1. 15 minutes left in the fourth. Here we go, guys. But thank you, Austin, for being a member for so long. Appreciate you, cousin. Ball at the 28 of Green Bay. Colts, do or die time now. Trey Sermon in the game right now. AR, they're actually going to do a little toss here. Option saying that Sermon's going to lose 3. Sermon couldn't control the catch. I don't even hate the play call, but it's like, ugh, why? Oh, Richardson, cut it up, man. If Richardson did a fake with Wilson and then would have just ran it up, then he would have had the first down. Now it's going to be 4th and 5, and the Colts are going to have to kick a field goal here. 50-yarder, and it went left. It didn't even make it. Not even mad at the play call. It's just like it was there. There was a first down. It's just like Richardson, if you do a little and then ran up front, like it's a first down. Like, I mean, I'm so mad, dude. And then on top of it, we missed the field goal. Like, come on, man. Why can't we just ever make the plays, dude? Like, the decision making on some of these runs from Anthony Richardson is just stupid. And then our receivers are dropping all these passes. The defense just keeps getting hurt worse and worse and worse. It's just so frustrating, man. He 100% could have got that first down. It was a 3rd and 1 and he would have had it. Easy. Well, now the Green Bay Packers get it in great field position. I mean, this team's trash right now, man. Ball's at the freaking 40. We have another run here for Josh Jacobs. Jacobs gets to the 42.5 before being brought down by EJ Speed. Green Bay Packers have only had -7 rushing yards in the third quarter in comparison to the 237 that they had in the first half. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, tight end on the right. Jacobs. Willis is going to keep it himself now. Willis gets brought down at the 45. So we 3rd down and 5 coming up. All right. 3rd down and 5. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tight end on motion inward now. Colts bringing the delayed blitz. Willis just going to throw it deep, and it's caught by Dobbs. Oh, my goodness. Jalen Jones even was looking at it the whole way down. It was a terrible throw, and yet somehow, some way, Dobbs gets this. Jalen Jones sees this the whole way, but never plays off the wide receiver, and Dobbs just mosses him. Two receivers to the left, 2 tight ends on the right. They're going to run it here again for Josh Jacobs. Jacobs going to get a gain of 1 before being brought down by Franklin. Again, shout out to 3,000 people watching now on this stream on X and YouTube. Thank you to everybody that's tuning in. Second down and 9. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Wilson's going to go out. Malik Willis is going to keep it himself. And Willis is just going to go out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. And the clock goes out. I don't know if they were calling a timeout there. They were. Green Bay is going to call their first timeout. Well, the only issue you have now is even if you stop them here because of that deep ball, if Green Bay hits the field goal, then now if you're Indianapolis, you have to score 2 touchdowns in order to win the football game. So got to stop them here, and Indianapolis is going to have to pull off a miracle. I mean, that was Jones. God. Any good cornerback is gonna intercept that 100%. Third down and 10 at the 16. Packers are 9 for 13 on 3rd downs today. Colts bringing 5. Willis rolls out to his right. There's a flag thrown, and it's incomplete. See if the Colts decide to push them back at all. Holding on the offense. They'll decline that, and then they're just going to be 4th down, and Green Bay is going to just punt this. And that kick almost got blocked. That goes through. And Green Bay now has a 13-point lead again. Well, the Indianapolis Colts now have to get 2 touchdowns, or else they're going to lose this one. Can we get a hashtag we like our guys in the chat, please? Can we get a hashtag we like our guys, please? Just want to say again, guys, shout out to BetUS, the best sports book this season for the NFL year. Guys, there's so many great options here that you guys can get a hold of. Please make sure that you're taking advantage of their promotion, 150% on your first sign up or first deposit and 125% bonus on your second and third deposit. So please make sure to take advantage of that offer today, guys. They have some of the best betting varieties out there, live wagering on all games, 24/7 assistance whenever needed, and some of the fastest payouts in the industry. And you get 10% gambler's insurance as well. So make sure you guys check out BetUS today. That kick is out of the back of the end zone. Again, shout out to over 3,000 people watching here today. Greatly appreciate you guys. Two receivers to the left, one to the right, tight end on the right, ball at the 30, 10:50 left in the fourth quarter. It's going to be a pass here Richardson, who has time, steps up, fires. Caught by A.D. Mitchell, and he's down at the 40 of Green Bay. Took one play, and the first time connecting on this drive, A.D. Mitchell wide open. Same kind of double-edged route that he ran a lot of times against Houston and got it. Maybe another pass for Anthony Richardson, who's going deep. And Michael Pittman couldn't quite get it. It was just out of his range. Coverage by number 24. That is Carrington Valentine. Pittman was covered pretty much the whole way. Just wasn't quite in the range of Michael Pittman. Not a bad throw, but Pittman did not get any kind of leverage there. It's just great positioning by Valentine. 2 receivers to the right, 2 tight ends on the left. Richardson. And Richardson's pass gets intercepted. Threw it right to Eric Wilson. Bad throw. That is a bad throw by Anthony Richardson. A.D. Mitchell is just going to cut, or no, Michael Pittman is going to come across the middle, and Wilson just reads it the whole way because Anthony Richardson is staring him down, and he got the easy jump on Pittman. Yeah, it's just a bad play by Anthony Richardson, man. And that is the second turnover. Josh Jacobs with the 2-yard carry. Tackled by Kenny Moore. I mean, guys, he never looked off Michael Pittman. That's the problem. Wilson read it the whole way, and he never looked off Pittman. And then when Pittman made his move, Wilson was right there the whole time. I mean, it's not about reading a defense. It's just the fact that you can't stare down your receiver. Willis has his man. That's Dobbs again at the 43, and that's a first down. Tackled by Carlisle. Romeo Dobbs with his 3rd catch of the game for 62 yards. 3 receivers to the left, tight end on the right. Willis under center. Melton's going to motion. Lloyd is going to get the run here, brought down at the 44 to gain of a yard. I mean, another run here for Josh Jacobs, who makes one guy miss and gets brought down at the 43 of Indianapolis. That's another first down run. Jacobs now has 146 yards on the day. Is Grover Stewart hurt? Because Grover Stewart's not out there. Josh Jacobs bouncing off of people, but loses a yard. Finally, Isaiah Land and Taven Bryan. Two receivers to the left, tight end on both sides. Dobbs will motion. Malik just going to dump it to his tight end, and he gets to about the 38-yard line. Three receivers to the left, one to the right. 3rd and 6. Willis, and he gets it to Wicks. First down. As if this team could not get any more disappointing. No one's even guarding him. Like, no one's even guarding him. Like, there's no one within even 5 yards of him. Like, what the hell are we doing? Like, what is this team? I mean, what is this? Raekwon Davis with the tackle, brought down at the 31. It's a game of half a yard. Three receivers to the right, tight end on the left. 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, praying that this game just ends. Melton in motion. It's going to be another handoff to Lloyd. Gets maybe half a yard before Odangbo tackles him. Just want this game to be over. Latu is now hurt as well. I mean, I don't know, folks. This is going to be one of those where I doubt anything will happen. But this kind of performance, this is the kind of thing that makes you think, wow, like, you guys are terrible. Something has got to be done. Willis is going to run it by himself. Land tackles him at the 26. No, that's Pay, actually. Gets a gain of about 4. And Green Bay will kick a field goal here. That kick is up, and it is no good. Green Bay misses it. There's 4:10 left in the fourth quarter. Green Bay still up by 13. 4 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, and the Colts will get the ball. Is this game worse than the 2022 Vikings game? No, I don't know if you could quite say that, but it's pretty dang close. This is just so insane. Yep, Buckner and Latu are out for the rest of the game. I mean, the Colts have had some pretty bad losses over the last few years. But I mean, this has got to be one of them. This has got to be one of them. Like, I mean, at least I can say, like, the reason Anthony Richardson is struggling is, like, because he's got no experience in this. Like, obviously, he has an insanely long way to go. But, like, I mean, he has to still get more experience. I mean, he clearly has a long way to go with processing any of this. But, like, when it comes to this team, I mean, this defense is just absolutely terrible. Colts back out here. JT must be hurt because JT's not out there right now. AR moving around, gets it to Goodson, but he catches it, but maybe gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Colts are going to have to go in a hurry up. Richardson steps up, throws, caught by Alec Pierce, brought down at the 44. That's first down. Richardson stepping up. He's going to, oh no, he's going to throw it himself actually. And Alec Pierce falls. Alec Pierce is wide open and he falls, and Anthony Richardson puts it on the money. Alec Pierce coming back for the ball falls. It is, if that isn't the most, like, Colts shit thing today, man. Seriously. That's a 20-some yard gain right there. The receivers to the left, two to the right. Anthony Richardson looking. Finds Pittman. And that's a first down, gain of 11. Colts got to go hurry up. 3 minutes left in the fourth. Colts inside the 30. Or inside the 35, I'm sorry. Richardson throws it, and it's... I couldn't tell if that was above Ashton Dulin or not, but he freaking threw a rocket in there. And it looked like it went over the head of Ashton Dulin. Couldn't quite tell. Second down and 10 coming up for Indy. 2:52 left in the fourth quarter. Richardson with time. Richardson stepping up. Just shuffles it to Kylan Granson, who gets right at around the first down marker. Depends on where they spot him. 2:40 left. Colts got to hurry up. They got to get some plays going if they want to try to get the score here quickly. marking him a yard shy. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Richardson looking. Richardson holds it, pump fakes it, rolls out to his left. Richardson looks like he's going to try to throw it. He gets Pierce down at the 14, and he's out of bounds. And the clock will stop. Great play there by Anthony Richardson. Does get both the feet in there. Great catch by Alec Pierce. JT's got to be hurt because he's not in the game. Like, something's got to be going on. First and 10. Second time in the red zone for Anthony Richardson and the Colts. And it looks like they'll call a timeout here. Challenge flag. Why are we throwing a challenge flag? Like, it's clear he was in. I guess Matt LaFleur's thinking differently. I mean, clearly Pierce is in here. I mean, he never steps out. Both the feet get put down, and he's going backwards. So both the feet, even the heels, get in, like, all the way. Y'all don't watch the actual games. Like, y'all just look at everything and just say, "Oh, you guys have no context to anything." Honestly. All right, they did confirm it is a first down. Dueling in motion. Richardson has time, steps up into the pocket, fires, incomplete. Kylan Granson, the intended target. Looked like it was a little bit behind him, but I mean, if that's not hold, that should have been a hold. It did hit Granson in the arm. He's got to hold on to it. Two minutes, 11 seconds. Second down and 10. Ball at the 14 of Green Bay. Richardson rolling. Richardson just dumps it down. Third down and 10 coming up now. Green Bay Packers defense getting some pressure on Anthony Richardson that time. So JT's got to be hurt. Get it off. Get it off. Jesus. They're going to hand it off to Sermon. Sermon falls at the 10, and that's going to be the 2-minute warning. Obviously, you know it's fourth down territory, so. Sheesh. There's no way it's situational football that Jonathan Taylor is not out there. Like, Jonathan Taylor hasn't been out there almost the entire fourth quarter. something has to be up because like it. All right. Again, shout out to BetUS guys for powering today's stream. Let's look at some other scores around the league real quick. 20-14 Vikings over the 49ers still in the fourth. Patriots now leading the Seahawks 20-17. Giants over the Commanders right now 18-15. Chargers 26-3 over the Panthers. Saints 41-19 over the Cowboys. I think Alvin Kamara has 4 touchdowns in that game. Browns beating the Jaguars 16-13 right now. Titans and Jets at 17 apiece. Buccaneers with a 20-16 lead over the Lions. The Ravens with a 22-13 lead over the Raiders. Fourth down and 6. Three receivers to the right, one to the left. This is it. This is do or die for the Indianapolis Colts right here. And a flag is thrown. What? Are they going to get a false start? Oh, my God. Sorry. Apparently, Quentin Nelson false started. So that's great. Third and 11 now. Got to go for the end zone. Green Bay's bringing the blitz. Got to throw it. Anthony Richardson has time. Richardson's just going to run it, and Richardson gets the first down and out of bounds. Anthony Richardson does get it, and he gets out of bounds. 12 yards. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Richardson somehow gets this first, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he gets it, man. He's across. He's across it. Wow, what a play by Anthony Richardson. Incredible. That is just an athletic play that only a few people in the NFL are able to make, man. Now you get a chance. Shout out to the 3,300 people watching. Just had a guy like tweet at our Twitter and be like, I will be consuming no Colts content at all the remainder of the season. No AFC South roundtable, no BTJ pod, no this, no that, nothing. I'm like, dude, okay. All right. Thanks for telling me that because I needed to know that. Richardson, back. Richardson, stepping up. Oh, and caught by Alec Pearson. That's a touchdown. Indianapolis Colts get their first touchdown of the game, but is it too late? Richardson had all day back there to throw it, but then releases and the Green Bay corner got caught slacking. It was a great catch there by Alec Pierce. Extra point is up and good. 1:47 left in the fourth quarter. And now it will ultimately come down to whether or not the Indianapolis Colts can get an onside kick. I don't even know. Do you? Well, the AR to AP connection is still strong, it seems like. Onside kick. Sorry, I missed this. CH Dumpster Fire. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Thank you. Yeah, looks like the Colts are going to go with the onside kick here. And he got it. That had no bounce. Nobody went for it. Well, you only get 2 timeouts. See if it even is worth it at this point. 1:46 left. Josh Jacobs gets to the 40 before being brought down. That's a gain of 3. So the Colts will call their first timeout. So if you use these timeouts, my guess is if you're the Colts, you probably have, but I mean, even at this spot, if Green Bay gets within range and they kick this field goal and make it, then it doesn't even matter at the end of it. But if Green Bay makes that or attempts this, if they don't get the first and say it's like 4th and 2 and they're at like the 36, like, you know, that's a long kick. That's a 53-yarder. If their field goal kicker don't make it, then it makes it very interesting for Indy because you'll have 40-something seconds. You'll have like 40-something seconds and you'll be at like the 40-yard line. So, and we've seen the Colts score really quickly. Gonna be another run here for Green Bay. You know it's coming. And Jacobs is going to get brought down at the line of scrimmage again. And a timeout's going to get called there. Okay, so they did get the stop. So now, okay, so the Green Bay, what does Green Bay decide to do here? Green Bay go for the win with the points, or do they punt it and force them deep? They're just gonna, what are they gonna do? Okay, so they're gonna take the 5 yards. Okay, so they're gonna punt it. Yeah, so they're gonna punt it in hopes to knock the Colts back into their. That's honestly a smart move. Yeah, because you were too far away to kick a field goal anyway. So definitely a good idea. 40 seconds, and yeah, you got 40 seconds, and you're gonna try to pin them inside their 10. Colts coming after this one. I hope nobody's lined up off sides. And the Colts couldn't get it. Gold should have just let that one go to the back there, dude. 43 seconds and at the 5-yard line. See what happens here. See what happens. 43 seconds, 1st and 10, down at the 5. We'll see what happens here. Anthony Richardson. Throw it across the middle, and it's somehow is caught by Alec Pierce. It bounced off Quay Walker. You got to hurry up, though. You got to, dude, that should have been picked off. It bounced off of Quay Walker, and somehow he didn't intercept it. That was a terrible throw, and Quay Walker had the game-sealing interception, but it bounced off his hands, and Alec Pierce somehow got underneath it and corralled it in. It's truly insane. That's a Madden glitch right there. Got that middle of that field wide open right now. Anthony Richardson, he has time. Richardson throwing it deep. He had his man. He had Adonai Mitchell. He just left him. He thought Mitchell was going to keep running. Mitchell found a sweet spot in the secondary, but, because the defender tripped, but Mitchell just stopped running. Yeah, Mitchell just stopped running. 20 seconds left on the clock now. Richardson rolling out. Richardson, he's going to run it himself. Richardson's going to get at least 20. Gets 22 yards there before going out of bounds. Almost looked like he was limping a little bit. Yeah, Richardson looking a little bit like he was limping, but seems to be fine. Well, 9 seconds left. If you're the Colts here, you want to try to maybe get a 10-yard completion out of bounds if you can help it. Yeah, you want to get something quick and short. Nope, nothing. And the Colts are going to have to throw like a 60-something yarder. Now, of course, with Anthony Richardson's arm, you have the capability of throwing this. But obviously, 5 seconds left. This is the final play of the game for the Indianapolis Colts. Unless you can get you're going to get a quick, you could potentially get a quick 5 or 6 yards here if you hurry up. Anthony Richardson launches it. It's just short, and it's intercepted there at the end, and that is game. The Indianapolis Colts lose to the Green Bay Packers. Hail Mary attempt didn't go. And the Indianapolis Colts will start the season off at 0-2. Mr. Clean again with a $5 super chat. This is fine. Everything's okay. Raging inferno around us. Yes, I agree. Yeah, I'm right there with you guys. This is definitely an extremely disappointing loss. There's nothing that the Colts really did well today outside of running the football. So I don't know, man. This is rough. We will get a video up talking about it. Yeah. What can you freaking do, man? This team has a lot of issues. And I don't know what we're going to do to fix it, but we will certainly have a lot of videos out to talk about that. But I do want to say, again, shout out to BetUS for powering today's stream. Really appreciate them. Make sure you guys check out their site as well. Shout out to the over 100 new subscribers on the channel today. Really appreciate all the love and support that you guys gave the channel today. Greatly appreciate it. Even if you aren't happy with the Indianapolis Colts right now, obviously, we obviously feel the same, but I appreciate you guys tuning in and helping over here. So I appreciate it very much. But there's some decisions that are going to have to be made. I know it's only week 2, but this is the second week in a row that this defense has looked like the worst defense in the NFL. And some things are going to happen. So, it is what it is. But yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll end that stream here. But I do appreciate everybody tuning in. Really do. And be sure to keep an eye out, guys, for the videos that we'll have coming out. But that'll do it for this one, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for the support. And as always, go Colts.